Hey, how's it going? Welcome. Hey, how's everybody doing? Hopefully all you guys are having a great night tonight. Or a good day, depending on where you are. How's it going, Ray? Dude? Mohammed, welcome. Yeah, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking.
You can feel the heartbeat of the world.
Welcome, everyone. Hopefully, like I said, everybody's having a great day. That is the dream, anyway. Doesn't always go that way, obviously. Welcome. Phoenix, welcome. BFU, welcome back. Edison, how's it going? Hanan, welcome. Yeah, I went with the rose one. Just, it seemed like the way to go. I was a little worried that the blue one might look a little bit too much like the one that you kind of start with anyways for the event, so I decided to go with the rose one for that reason. I guess it has like the little inflection. It's rosé, I think, technically, but yeah, I went with that one. I also did manage to pick up Amos' bow this week, so there's that. I'm still in kind of a various stage of enhancing it, mostly because I don't have enough enhancement materials to keep pushing it. And that's pretty much where all of our artifacts are too. They're still largely unenhanced. Like, I've got this one done. Well, done is relative. Like, this definitely needs to be replaced. It mostly rolled crit damage. Well, actually, it mostly rolled. It rolled, I think, crit damage once, and then everything else went to HP. So that was, I don't know, somewhat less than ideal in terms of how this rolled. So I'm just kind of waiting to see how that progresses going forward. We'll see. I think probably some of the bigger news, I guess, in terms of like character building is that I finally was able to put together a new build for my Mona. After however long it's been since release, I've basically been using the same equipment on Mona almost since like maybe the second week after release. And so now I was finally able to put her in a 4-piece Heart of Depth set. Because I finally managed to pick up a Hydro bonus damage goblet that actually like had almost god tier rolls. I mean, if it had attack in this final slot, it would have been obviously a little bit better, but even then it took defense and only added to the defense once, so I wasn't upset. Pretty much everything else went crit damage, energy recharge, and crit rate, so I really don't have any room to complain about that. So I'm really happy with how that ended up working out for this week. It's definitely made my Mona even punchier than she was before. And I think the trade-off was low. Like I think I had like 46.8 or something, or 47 something percent crit rate before, so I lost almost none, gained somewhere I think in the vicinity of around 10% crit damage. My energy recharge I think went up by 10 or 15%. My hydro bonus damage went up a good amount as well, so I was pretty happy with that. And overall things seem to be going pretty well for the team. And then obviously like that window doesn't really show the stats completely the way they work out because it did not have like my resonance on all that stuff active. 2432, and then yeah, everything else that kind of went into making those changes. 105.1% hydro resonances or hydro bonus damage now, so she's definitely putting out a lot more damage than she was before now. And that's not to say that I'm not still going to be working on some changes to her as well, because there's definitely some artifacts I'd like to make some changes to. Like this one picked up pretty good subsets. I'm not too worried about changing this one right now, because you know, it hit crit rate on all but one upgrade when I leveled this up, so I don't know that I'll change this one anytime soon. This one will probably stay the same. I think really just about the only thing I could have hoped to have picked up was maybe like a 4 or 5% attack upgrade on this, so it'll probably be sticking around for a while. It'll be really hard to replace that one. This one could be replaced a little bit more easily, I think, with maybe like attack flat or crit damage or something, so I'll be on the lookout for another one of these. But even then, it rolled a high amount of crit rate, so I don't know how quickly I would want to replace it, but we'll see. It probably won't be too hard because this one took defense, I think, 2 or 3 times. This for sure will be the easy one to replace. It has crit rate and crit damage, but crit rate didn't up at all. And so replacing the feather with one that actually pushes the crit rate up higher will be, I think, it'll be the catalyst of what finally pushes my Mona over 50% crit rate, which will be nice. And then as for the flower, that rolled attack, flat attack, and crit rate. This would also be moderately easy, I think, to replace. Kind of like just based on whether or not I can pick up one with crit damage, but we'll see how that works out. And like I said, going back to the goblet, it pretty much rolled almost god tier stats. I was really pleased with how this went because it hit crit twice, hit crit damage twice, and energy recharge I think once, and then defense once. So it really hit everything pretty well. I really had no way to complain about it at all. And it, like, pretty much once I got this and enhanced it, it allowed me to kind of finally make the moves that were necessary to finally put her in the Heart of Depth set, which more appropriately solidifies her in the primary DPS role. I mean, and the other build that I had was doing that as well, but it was also utilizing slightly lower stats overall, considering I had to, you know, push a couple of 4-star artifacts. But then I also wasn't getting the 30% attack bonus that I now get from just popping an elemental skill beforehand. So I can throw that down first just to kind of light that up. And like non-vaporized crits are 17k, which is really solid. I really don't have any way to complain about that for obvious reasons. But I've been seeing vaporized crits from her charged attack somewhere around 30k, sometimes higher. I'm going to throw that over there so it doesn't impact the damage output, so you can kind of see the difference that it made. And then hopefully somebody will crit. Nope, it just killed them all. No, none of them crit because, you know, 46% might as well be 0%, which is just kind of how that works, I guess. But yeah, so I've been seeing really nice output changes from swapping up to this set. Highly recommend it for any of you guys who have Mona and you have been, yeah, 35,000 on that one. Really nasty charge crits out of Mona now. It just results in instant death for most of these enemies. It's even higher if I manage to tag them with Diluc first for the little bit of extra added damage. Let me see if I can actually do that. Oh, that's probably just gonna... that was supposed to not go to them, but okay. It's fine. Okay, so that still works. So let's see how much extra. Oh, 43,000 on that one. So just, you know, 43,000 damage in a charge hit casual is pretty good. I'm happy with that. I'll probably, like I said, I'll probably continue to farm the Hydro Cryo domain for a while because I'm still trying to pick up new artifacts for Ganyu. And so if I pick up anything at that point that's going to make it easier for, you know, my Mona to continue to do the job that she is intended to do, then obviously I will make those changes as well and continue to improve her. But at this point, it's going to be really hard to replace any of the artifacts that she has. So we'll just kind of see how all that works out. But mostly the goal at this point will be to pick up additional crit damage and crit rate, and kind of just keep making the changes from there. I've also been working on how to build a proper team around Ganyu. And this is going to be one of the things that I'm really talking about in the next video that we'll be releasing next week, where it covers a lot more of the topics of reactions and resonance. But right now, the team that I'm building around Ganyu is all archers, which is kind of hilarious, but it's because of the way Ganyu works, the team, like, my Ganyu is not well geared right now, and really, like, nobody on my team is particularly well geared right now, but in World Level 7, I'm still able to kill stuff with this, like, poorly geared Ganyu without too big of a hassle. Even things like Ruin Guards and stuff, like, obviously it's not nearly as fast as, say, you know, my Mona team or my Zhongli team or anything like that, but it's still able to pick up some form of damage with really bad gear, which is kind of hilarious and surprising the way that's already working out. So I think that this team will probably have a lot of potential to put up stable damage numbers. After I get everybody geared up, I can't believe I missed that. Oh my god, he ducked underneath it? That's ridiculous. But yeah, so look at even 8,000 damage crits with Ganyu with relatively terrible stats at this point. I'm pretty pleased with how the team format is working. It'll give me an excuse to finally put Child to use as well, which is something I've really wanted to do. Diona's pretty much there for supplementary heals and for cryo resonance. And we'll kind of see how all that works out. She's not even really leveled, neither is Child for that matter. But I'll kind of try to push it all together, and we'll see how it all ends up working out. I do need to quickly, before I get into the Hypostatic Symphony stuff, I got a couple of dailies I haven't finished yet, and I need to knock those out because I am like literally just I still have to do like friendship or reputation quests today too. I haven't done those yet either. But yeah, I'm about to hit AR 44 finally, or not 44, 54. Jeez. So I need to get into doing that as well. So I'm gonna try to knock this out really quick as well. Yeah, beta tester. I'm getting close to world level 8. Like I said, I'm about to hit AR 54. Like I think after I complete this quest right in front of me, I'll probably hit 54. So maybe within a week or two, I'll finally be in world level 8, unless I, pick up extra, resin refills or something and push it out a little faster. Because I do want to get into world level 8 and kind of see how my teams are performing there, so I can kind of help, kind of like set the standard of what might be expected for success over there as well, and kind of go from there. You can see yourself struggling with Ganyu and mobile, even though you already... I mean, so here's one of the things about Ganyu as a character in the game right now is, like... So most of the archers are a little rough to use in regards to mobile, but Ganyu, because you can just shoot the floor, is a lot less... well, she's a lot more forgiving, I should say. Oh wow, that did not work the way I wanted it to. Oh, is he cryo? He is cryo. This is gonna be terrible. I'm not gonna be able to kill this at all. Let me just go ahead and get away from that thing. Hey bud, leave me alone. I need to get to a team that's actually got like gear and equipment if I'm gonna kill that, since he's cryo and this team is... This is one of the downsides about the way this team is built right now, is that any cryo interaction is just gonna be terrible. So I'm kind of still trying... Oh, hey. I'm still trying to figure out how exactly I want to handle that specific issue. And we'll kind of go from there. But right now, the team seems to work well enough for maximizing crit rate on Ganyu specifically, because I'm pretty much trying to surround her with characters that will make her better. But like I said, if you're against anything that is cryo, then you're gonna have a little trouble, or at least if it has a cryo shield, because you really don't have anything, at least with that team comp, to pop it. Whereas I could make a shift to add a character like Bennett or something, which would give me, some buffs to kind of patch that situation, which is something I'm considering as well, but I just haven't kind of figured out for sure if that's how I want to handle it yet. It's one of those things that the more I keep messing with it, oh yeah, I didn't use the E first to boost those attacks. I probably should have done that. Oh well, I'm still kind of getting used to using the E in a more arbitrary fashion. I used to use it much more strategically, but with this set, it's one of those things where you kind of have to use it, because if you don't, you're just like cutting your damage down for no reason. So I kind of have to get used to doing that, which it's just a different style of play, but I'll get there. Do I think Ganyu is too OP to use? No. I do think that she's really powerful, but I don't know if too OP to use is ever a thing. She's definitely useful, but I mean, like, a lot of people are talking about being able to, put up 30,000-40,000 damage charged attacks on Ganyu, but like my Mona's doing that already now too. Granted, you can get even more damage if you build a proper team around any of those characters, but it's still like I don't really see Ganyu as being overpowered. She's strong, yeah, undeniably she is definitely strong.
Scry the sky.
But I don't know if I think that she's like, you know, too OP for the game's progression or anything like that. I don't really think that that's going to be an issue. It could be, I mean, a very, very minor, you know, example of power creep. But I mean, we kind of figured that was going to happen. Most of these kind of games have that kind of situation happening where the new characters are somewhat more powerful than the other characters. But I think that that's more apparent even with a character like Albedo than it is with Ganyu. She does do good damage. Again, I'm not going to take that from her. But Albedo is arguably the most effective support character in the game, and he adds a significant amount of DPS uptick to any party that you place him in, in a scale that is incomparable to any other character in the game right now. So I think he's a more obvious example of power creep than even Ganyu is. So poor Amber remains the only archer where exact aim counts. Yeah, that's kind of true. But yeah, I mean, comparatively, Ganyu is the mobile-friendly archer. You can shoot the ground. You don't even have to hit the target. You shoot the ground and it explodes. So, I mean, obviously no archer's truly going to be mobile-friendly because aiming on mobile is just, you know, just terrible. It's just awful. But at least, like I said, with Ganyu, like if you just shoot the ground, you shouldn't be able to miss the ground. Just shoot the ground. Yeah, you won't get the extra damage proc for actually having hit the target. But I mean, still, like the second hit usually is the one that does a lot of damage anyways. So like that's the one that really matters. Why can't I climb these boats? Let me climb the boats. That was close. I almost drowned. That was way too close. It almost makes you want to pull for Ganyu, but nope, for the sake of lore and overall character design, you're aiming for Xiao. Okay, yeah, I feel that. I think Xiao is going to be a really, really cool character to have around as well. I think whenever that happens, like whenever he does drop, which we were all kind of expecting to be around the Lantern Rite Festival, I think that's what the general expectation has been for Xiao for a long time now. That he's going to, you know, based on what we've seen of him from CBT2, he's probably going to fit into a really interesting place that other characters haven't fit into in the past. At least in terms of animo characters. So, yeah, we should see some interesting shifts in the way the game can be played with his release. So Ganyu is definitely, unarguably, the best character for killing pigeons, by the way, if you guys weren't aware of that. You don't need an elemental burst for that. You just target them and pop them and they're gone. I have definitely made a point to run over to Timmy's Birds every day. So that's been fun. You're AR-37 and need a team. You have Diluc, Chi-Chi, and Fischl. As 5 stars, you need a team for them. Who should you use? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I understand what you mean as 5. So Chi-Chi and Diluc are 5 stars. Fischl is a 4-star character. But I mean, are you trying to like establish team comps for each of them independently, or are you trying to use them together? I think you're not necessarily in a bad spot with those characters being together. I mean, Chi-Chi's going to be a fine healer, you know, for a character like Diluc built as a primary DPS. You might want to consider using the Crimson Witch set for Diluc if you're not already tracking setting up with that. I would highly recommend it. And then after that, I would recommend picking up another Pyro character just to take Pyro Resonance. Since you've already got heals on lockdown, and you've already got a primary DPS in Diluc and a secondary, which would be Fischl, you could even build her as a, you know, an attack-based Fischl or even a physical-based Fischl, and still get good damage out of Oz. But I think attack-based will make the secondary damage from Fischl a little bit more effective. So if you went along that route, it should leave you pretty well balanced to where you could take a 4th character just to pick up Pyro Resonance and, you know, use the character sparingly if necessary. So you could even just like cram Amber or Xiangling if you have her into that position, and you should be just fine. And you'll increase your attack by 25% for taking the character, thusly making, you know, all the damage that you deal from Fischl or Diluc better. So that would be my recommendation based upon the characters that you just laid out. You run PS4 and mobile, but you have an easier time aiming on mobile. Yeah, for some people, I've heard that. Like, and honestly, like even from a personal level, I've always had a hard time, like using control sticks for aiming. There was a time when I was really good at it, and then I stopped playing like shooters on console because I started playing PC games, and like the muscle like memory just didn't work anymore. Like I tried to go back to it, and it was just gone. Oh wow, I'm 5 experience away. 5. I can't believe that didn't get it right there. That's pretty crazy. But it's fine. I still have the other daily to do up there, so I just need to go grab that, finish that one off. Hopefully I already have the food on hand to do that one. We'll see. Is it okay if your support has 50 crit rate and 100 crit damage? Support in question is Zhongli. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the goal that you're looking for, is to have at least that 2-to-1 crit rate, which you do have. 50% crit rate is the target. Usually once you have that, you can start to put a greater focus into crit damage to increase their overall output. So I would recommend, continuing to try to push the crit damage on your Zhongli at this point if you're trying to, get better damage for his Stone Steals and his Elemental Burst, that kind of thing. I assume by support Zhongli, you mean you have him built largely with a lot of HP and maybe Noblesse Oblige 2-piece set, or even 4-piece set if that's something that you're going for. Although generally speaking, I think Noblesse Oblige and 2-piece Archaic Petra in the support role for Zhongli is going to be more effective, because then you're going to maximize the damage of his Elemental Burst, which comes back really fast anyways. When do I think the next update will launch? So the next update should launch, let's see, hang on, in 16 or 17 days. That's the way it's continued to work since release. I don't believe, unless they announce some kind of a delay, that it should deviate from that. So yeah, as soon as that, basically at the end of the Ganyu banner, we should be seeing the next content update to 1.3. So I would be expecting it on time unless they announce a delay of some kind, which I don't think they're itching to do anything like that. So we'll see. I mean, I don't really think Zhongli has energy recharge issues. I mean, in my experience, at least in the team comp that I have Zhongli in, very rarely when I'm in the heat of battle does his Elemental Bursts recharge after the cooldown. Like, he's pretty much always got burst back up before cooldown is over. It's just like Zhongli is one of those characters where if you really want to get the best out of him, you need to build a proper team around him. Which is one of the reasons why, when using him as pure support, he struggles a little bit. Because at that point, you're building the team around somebody else as opposed to building the team around him. This is why I prefer him in the primary role, because I think it just makes better use of his kit overall. Beta, you swear the power creep is probably because people kept saying she's gonna be a support before Ganyu was even out. Yeah, I mean, well, here's the thing. Most people were basically spreading the misconception that Ganyu was going to be Cryo Amber. That was generally what people expected for Ganyu before she even came out. And obviously, at this point, we all know that is not the case. The character is actually extremely powerful and is really, for most purposes, she's Genshin Impact's first usable cryo primary. And of course she kind of fills a role of like primary, more along the lines of like damage dealer. So she runs primary a little differently than other characters have in the past, but there's nothing wrong with that. I think she's still very effective at it. But this is one of the reasons why I've got her also built with Child, because I'm thinking, like his E is really, really nasty. So once I get him built out, he'll be able to maximize, normal melee output for me. And also sticking them with Hydro, and then when I do swap to Ganyu, it'll make it that much more impactful. So I'm kind of trying to build the team around the idea of both of them simultaneously. Right now I've got Venti on the team because Venerer is really, really nice to have. But there could be situations where not being able to deal with cryo enemies could be a problem, which could see me replacing Venti with a Pyro character at some point in the future. But basically what I'm trying to say is, like, I don't think that the power creep issue is as potent as a lot of people are suggesting. As somebody who has played every character on the entire roster and has built pretty much all of them at one point or another, I find the scaling on Ganyu relatively reasonable compared to the other characters, to where it's not really an issue. She, I think, is a little bit more tolerant of, like, we'll say, budget builds than some other characters. But I think that Albedo is equally tolerant of those budget builds. Whereas characters like Mona and stuff, you have to have a really, really, hard-won build in order to extract maximum potential from that character. And I've been working on that since release. Whereas, Albedo, I already had equipment on hand from farming for Zhongli to just throw on him and make him really, really useful. Ganyu will probably end up working out kind of that way too, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, because the amount of farming that we have to do to maximize some of these characters in the game right now is really rough. So if they lower the entry level for some of these characters, it's not necessarily, bad in any way, shape, or form. It'll just make it easier for you to, have a character who's established and able to clear content for you, even in the higher world levels, which is a problem that a lot of players have. If they don't have a good concept of how to, build an effective team and build an effective, character, and actually, implement them into defined roles within their party, a lot of people end up having these problems where they get to AR 45 or 50 and, like, the world is just destroying them. Because they're missing so many of the game's key concepts. So characters like Ganyu should help with that a little bit, because you can pretty much throw a two-piece Cryo and a two-piece Gladiator even on her and still make the character just really, really, really nasty. At 38k HP on him, it's okay, yeah, I see. Zhongli basically made it so you don't take damage anymore ever. The shield is so ridiculous. Yeah, his shield is really, really nice. And, that's the whole concept that I have my Zhongli team built around, his shield. So that team doesn't have a healer and hasn't since Zhongli, came out. And I've never found it to be necessary. Of course, obviously, once Albedo came out, my fourth character, which was pretty much swapping between Geo Traveler and Ningguang, swapped to Albedo on the spot. But it's one of those situations where that character was, never going to be not useful. Well, it's time to get started with this. I actually haven't even stepped foot into this yet, so I'm kind of excited to see how this goes. So right now we've only got the one. It's suggesting these characters, but I don't know if any of that's even going to be necessary. It's like variations for the challenge. So, okay, so if we select these things, okay, I see. So whichever one of these you select is how you get the points that you need. Okay, interesting. Well, I'll try it on the highest settings first and kind of see how that ends up working out. And then if I have to trim it back or do better, then we'll go from there. One character's HP is greater than, okay, that takes it away. Interesting. Alright, so I'm just going to, so what does this do? Opponent's HP increased by 100%, cryo resistance increased 50%. Not real worried about that. I don't think I'll be taking Ganyu anyways. Physical resistance increased 50%. That could be a little bit of a problem, but we'll see how that ends up working out. Healing effectiveness is not a problem for my Geo team. Crit damage decreased by 50%. That's pretty rough for sure. When active character's HP is lower than 50%, attack is decreased by 25%. Some of these are really aggressive. All party members' crit damage decreased. I think I already read that one. Energy recharge decreased by 80%. That's really rough. Ouch. Yeah, that's definitely going to make this a little harder. Switching characters increases the damage taken by all characters in that party by 25%, and it stacks up to 4 times. That's 100% more. Jesus, that's crazy. Opponent's attack increased by 50%. Alright, well, this might be pretty rough. Party members' speed decreased by 20%. So basically, the more points you try to get, the worse your team will be. After sprinting, all characters in your own party take 75% increased damage for 10 seconds. So this is This is going to be interesting. And then, yeah, you can increase the difficulty level to pick up even more points. Well, this is probably going to be terrible. I'm going to see what I can get done with this. With my Geo team. Well, I don't know, maybe I'll take my Mona team first, because that's usually the team I roll out for the electrohypostasis, and that was the enemy that this was, I think. So we'll see how bad this goes. And this is probably going to be terrible, but we'll see. All right, yeah, I'm definitely slow. Oh, what are these things? Okay. Defeat pure electrohypostasis within the time. Okay. Oh god, that was really slow too. Jeez. This is definitely a little slow. What are these things? Oh, Diluc got busted up really fast. Well, let's see if I can... 1, 2... Oh, I'm not going to be able to maximize from that anyway, so I'll take that 20k and just run with it. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but we'll see. I got to stay away from that stuff over there. Oh, come on. I didn't think that was going to happen. That's fine, whatever. It's like, being so slow is definitely putting some strain on my ability to dodge this stuff. I'm not really able to effectively respond to it the way I would like to, and it's changing all the dodge timing. I'm gonna definitely need to go back to Jean, I think, temporarily at least. Oh, come on. Get in there. Alright, well, I might as well try and throw an elemental burst on this thing and then get away from it. Oh god, all of these are lasers. This is crazy. Yeah, this is definitely a little intense for sure. I need to get some healing down. I'm not really sure how best to approach this. This is going poorly. There's a lot of different mechanics in this that I didn't anticipate either. Interesting. Okay, I am getting destroyed all of a sudden. Alright, so I'm definitely going to need to tighten up a little bit for the next round, because this is going poorly. Interesting. Hey, I haven't even actually seen this enemy do that attack in so long, because I always kill it so fast that I completely forgot that it even does this. Oh my god. Okay. So, round 1 went terrible. I'm gonna heal up and try again. Honestly, I think even if I just removed that one for the attack speed, it would probably, or not attack speed, the movement speed one, it would be a lot less terrible. So maybe I'll have to try changing that first, and it might make things a little less awful. Let me go over here really quick and heal up. Okay, everybody's healed back up, so let's go back over there and see if I can... I don't know, I think I'm going to leave it on everything that was set up for one more round first and see if I can just tighten up, now that I kind of have a little bit better idea on how to handle that, but we'll see. Oh, does it heal you when you go in on this one? Okay, well, good to know. Alright. Oh, it makes you reselect these every time? It's kind of annoying. Okay. I really wish it wouldn't do that. But, whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna try it with this first and then remove some of the specific things that might be causing trouble for it as I go. But we'll see. So if this is, I might also try my Zhongli party and see how it does by comparison. But it doesn't have a healer, so that party, I don't know. It just depends on if I can keep my elemental bursts up and stuff. But we'll see.
Shadows of fate.
Well, that's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to do that. Okay, well, that's much better. Okay, that wasn't terrible damage. I just got to keep doing that. Alright, don't be trying to hit me with that garbage. Okay, well, that attack probably hurts. Don't really want it to hit me with that. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, that's a little better. Oh, come on. Ow. Yeah, it definitely is uncomfortable.
Fate is upon you.
Oh, come on. Well, it maintains that terrible mechanic where it swaps into its other state too fast to where you can't really extract maximum benefit from that. Oh, that went terrible. Oh, get to Jean. Okay. Well, now I just need to heal. Okay, so if I can keep Klee alive at least, I can still get good damage on it. Cause, oh, God. Yeah, this thing is definitely rough. I'm gonna have to be really careful. I need to recharge my elemental burst on Jean. Oh, come on. Oh, that was really bad too. Cool. Alright. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, the amount of damage that this thing puts out is pretty aggressive. Cool. Way to... This thing just trashed me. Yeah, and all my cooldowns are really slow to come back. I'm gonna have to definitely remove some of its added buffs or something, I think. I feel like there's gotta be a way to... Oh, cool. It killed Mona after the timer ran out. I didn't even really need to resurrect Jean, I guess. Yeah, the event definitely punishes Mona's dash, for sure. It's so slow. Yeah, Isaac, you're definitely right. It punishes the Mona's ult badly. Okay, I'm gonna keep it on that. I'm gonna keep its HP increase or whatever at max. And what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm going to... Let's see. So I'm trying to... I think the movement speed one is definitely bad. It's causing me to miss all sorts of dodges. So I'm gonna try removing that one first and see if this is actually completable minus that. So we'll see. Max points on this challenge, 42, is way above max reward. I mean, yeah, I might have to go for that, but right now I just want to see, you know, kind of where the balance, or where the tipping point for me is right now. So I'm going to suffer for a little bit for maxing purposes, and if it continues to go bad, then, you know, then at which point I will definitely swap it up. So, and, you know, put it on a lower point value so that I can get some of it back. Well, that didn't really go the way I wanted it to, but okay, that's fine too. Oh man, punched me right in the face. I don't really want to heal Mona just yet. I need to try to hold on to that elemental burst a little bit longer.
Let me scry.
Why did... Oh, it targeted that weird little laser thing back there. Wish it hadn't done that, but okay. Fine. Where is it? Oh, that was close. God, even my my elemental skills come back really slow too, which is painful. Oh, this is gonna be complicated for sure. I don't think I can complete this in this time frame with this many of the debuffs on it, so definitely gonna have to make another run at this. I think it's a little bit clearer this time, like not being so slow, but it's still not looking super good for completing it. We'll see. Well, it didn't get dragged into the oblivion by that attack, which is nice. So, every little bit counts. Oh, wow, that one-shotter. That's unfortunate. Well, I didn't think I was going to complete it this time anyways. Ow, God. Yeah, this thing really hurts. Yeah, I might have to maybe remove the one that takes down my crit damage. I think is one of the ones that needs to go away. And then we'll see what else. Losing the crit damage and the energy recharge is painful, but we'll see. Need to dash twice in a row to evade the homing electro ball. Interesting, okay. I might have to try that. Yeah, the electro ball thing just like insta-killed Mona. Just one shot right in the face. Oh, Neri, would you prefer that I kill Bennett instead? Because I can do that. I can definitely do that too. Don't tempt me. I'll do it. Alright, so opponent's attack increased by 50%. I don't know if I really care about that one. Elemental skill cooldown. I'll take that one. Movement speed. And then, let's see, crit damage. I think those are going to be the biggest ones. I'm not worried about physical resistance. This team isn't dealing with that. This is still well above the threshold, so long as I can continue to clear them at around this level to get max points. So we'll try it this way. Do it. Do not kill. No, don't kill Benny. I don't know. Maybe I just need to run this with only Bennett. My level like 40 or 50 Bennett, and just let him be as unlucky as he usually is. Okay, so this probably won't be nearly as bad as the other ones, just based on the fact that I should be able to do a lot more damage now. So let's kind of see how this one plays out. Yeah, that's definitely a little bit more reasonable damage production at the very least. Nope. Not punching me with that garbage. Good. What? Where did that just go? What? That Klee bomb, like, squirreled, like, 45 degrees off the point where it should have gone. That makes no sense. What just happened? Oh, no. Come on. That was weird. That was really weird. I'm not okay with that. Come on, Klee bombs. You can't just go wherever you want. Come on, I need to keep throwing these vaporize options over here. Not that it really tends to stick to this thing, but we'll see. I don't know. I might have to still remove one more. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I should hold my Mona Elemental Burst for this. Probably get better damage output from it if I use it when I'm in here as opposed to anywhere else. Oh, could you not? Jeez. Oh no. Oh no. Where'd it go? Okay, there it is. I thought I was in trouble there for a second. Oh, I'm still in trouble. Oh no, no, get away! Ah, that was way too close too. Yeah. Oh god. Oh, cool. Mona's dead again. Okay. Well, I don't think I'm gonna clear it still. I can't, like, I got it to a similar point of health last time when I was doing significantly less critical damage. I feel like I should have been able to do more damage to it, so I think I'm gonna come back at it with the same changes and try to do better. Because I don't know, I still made some pretty bad errors in that one overall, so I think so long as I don't make some of those same mistakes, it should be better. We'll see. So all of this, that. So I'm just gonna tag them all again and come back through it and unselect the ones I don't want. Yeah, definitely that one. I definitely want my crit damage back. And I feel like I turned off one other one. Like, which one was it? Let's see. Elemental skill cooldown. Yeah, that should about do it. Let's see. Most of the other ones do take a lot more points. I don't know. We'll see. And if this doesn't work, then yeah, I might explore some food buff options and stuff just to increase damage output. We'll see. Am I considering getting any of Ganyu's constellations? Yes. I might try to get like C1 or C2, but we'll see. I haven't decided for sure yet on that. Okay. This is like attempt number 4. So let's see if this one goes any better. Keep getting my Mona killed in stupid ways. Okay. That wasn't bad for the first press. That wasn't even close to hitting me, so that's fine. Nope, keep attacking it with this, I guess. I really wish it would stop randomly attacking those things over there. That's really annoying. Yeah, you do have to double dodge that, don't you? Oh, come on, no. Ugh. Poor Mona. just got blasted by that. That was really unfortunate. It's alright, I'll be able to just resurrect her in here, but that's, or she's already resurrected, but now I don't have my elemental burst, which is what I was counting on using for this to increase my output, but is what it is. Oh, okay. I didn't think that that was gonna clamp up on me yet. I kind of lost track of time that time. I don't know, I'm making equal mistakes, but in different ways. Ugh, come on. Like I feel like I'm not gaining any ground on this thing, even though I changed like how much damage it should be doing to me and how much damage I should be doing to it, and it's still hitting me with some of these abilities that I got locked into that one and it wouldn't even let me dodge, so that's cool. I'm in trouble. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to get in on this one either. I might take an attack food or something on the next one and then try it again here. I don't really want to like trim off much more of the points if I can avoid it, because we don't know how difficult some of the later ones will be. If some of the other ones are more difficult, or you know, like, then this could be a problem if I don't take as many points as I can when I have the opportunity. And usually the electro hypostasis, in my experience, has been one of the easiest ones. So, oh, I didn't use food. I meant to use food. Let's see if I even have any decent food. I use food so infrequently that I barely have any. Let's see if it's physical damage. Crit rate by 10%, but that's kind of a waste. Yeah, this one for sure. Alright, we'll try that. Hopefully it'll stick. And if so, maybe it'll be enough to make a difference. Let's see. Do I want to keep that one? Don't care about that one. And then those. Okay. 3510. Let's do this. How am I doing? This event is fun and challenging as it can be stressful. Yeah. Yeah, I would have to say it's definitely all of the above. Like, I like a challenge. I got no problem with that. And kind of trying to adapt to the challenge is, I guess, kind of where the fun of it is anyways. So, yeah, I'm good with it being, you know, difficult. I kind of expected it would be. Because, you know, if they made an event around the basic forms of the hypostasis, it wouldn't have been much of an event anyways, because the basic hypostasis are jokes easy. At this point, they're all really simple. They don't really put up much of a fight. But the these event ones are definitely, they have some new mechanics, and they're definitely a lot punchier. They make you pay for any mistakes that you make, for sure. Oh, don't walk straight into that. That would be dumb. Oh, come on. I didn't get the bomb off in time. No good. Okay, I'm gonna have to go to Diluc for the next one then. And then
Decided by destiny.
I'll just go ahead and double tap elemental bursts on this one then. Get out of there before that thing hits me in the face.
Let me scribe.
That really didn't do anything. I think I just need to stay on Mona for that then. I was hoping maybe that would make a difference. It did not. Great. I don't know. Maybe at this point I'm starting to wonder if I shouldn't be bringing like my my Zhongli team after all. I think it would just, oh, come on. Like, if you look straight at that thing, I keep losing like visual like sight of the little bombs as they're coming at me because it's just purple on purple. I wonder if I could get close enough to throw a bomb on that thing to get some extra damage in. Probably not. I'm probably gonna die trying, but it's about to end anyways. Yep. It was worth a shot. Huh. Flying does have defense DPS requirements, so I assume it's easier. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep... I think I'm gonna keep it the way it is. I'm fairly confident if I have a clean run, I can clear it the way it is. Honestly, I'd like to clear it with a higher point value than even what I'm going for now, but I think it's gonna just require complete suffering or something, or different team comp or something. That one's fine. Crit damage, I need those. Opponent's attack increase. This too. Definitely want to keep the speed. Wait, what did I change? Something's different. I think I have something selected that I wasn't using before or something. What did I mess up? That's normal, that's normal. HP. I don't think it wasn't 3555 before, right? I don't think it was. If I bring Albedo, I can just stand on the elevator for the bullet hell section. Interesting. Huh. That yeah, I mean that might be worth giving it a shot. I'm trying to think, who would I even bounce though? Like, if I bounce one of my pyros, I lose 25% of my damage output, and then if I bounce Jean, I don't have a healer, although really, like, she's been minimally helpful in this in general. So I don't know. Elemental skill cooldown is very punishing. Interesting. Let's see. I don't know. I might try that, but we'll see. Could dodge by having higher ground. Yeah. I definitely could see where Ganyu would be useful in this, but mine's still sadly not leveled up to even a remotely decent point. So, I don't know. We'll see. I feel like this point value is wrong. I'm not sure what I changed to result in a different point value. Am I crazy here? Hey, how's it going, Lunacy? Welcome. Healing effectiveness. Active characters HP lower than... Yeah, I haven't really been worried about that one at all. Switching characters... Wait. Maybe... Oh, wait, was it this? So, swapping characters is definitely bad for making you take a lot more damage. Whoa, what happened there? Interesting. Opponent's attack increased. After sprinting. Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure. Dodge using Albedo elevator. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'd like to just clear it with this team, but I'm going to try bringing Albedo in place of Jean and see what happens. It'll increase my damage output as well, so we'll see. It's got all that extra output opportunity too. I don't know. We'll see. I might be able to find a good way to make this work still, but come on. Do your 3 lousy attacks. Oh, okay, I can just blow that up immediately and get no benefit from it whatsoever because I threw it right at the base of that little electro tower. That's really annoying. Kind of like messing up all of this right now. This is still gonna come right for me. Let's get down from there. 1, 2. Nope, that's not working. 1, 2. Ah, get away from me. Oh god, it keeps going right underneath him and just exploding right away. I don't want it to go underneath him. It's wasting it. Where'd he go? Okay, he's all the way over here. This is going poorly right now. Oh, it keeps going under him. I'm not getting any benefit from. I'm gonna restart. This is going terrible. Ugh. Yeah, placing Albedo's E is not great against the hypostasis because it keeps wanting to go underneath the hypostasis when you, like, that's not where I'm trying to put it. That completely ruined that round because I only got like one proper placement for that thing throughout the entire period. So let's try it again. That one's fine, that one's fine, that one's fine. Alright. Sticking with Albedo. Yeah, Isaac, I know you can place it. I tried to place it. It was still just wanting to jump back underneath it. Like, I literally tried to place it to the right or to the left of it several times. And it still, I think because of the mobile auto-targeting, it keeps trying to place it underneath it. Alright. I think I just have to get it further from the base or something. I don't know. Oh, come on. At least let me hit him. Come on. I'm not getting any hits on it. It keeps going to that little electro turret over there. Oh, come on. That one made me dodge 3 times. Ugh. So I've got 30 seconds down without even getting a single point of damage on it now because of the way that one worked out, which is not great either. Alright, well that was something, but still, like, I'm kind of struggling for extra damage right now. Come on. Give me something. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I would like to see still more damage output than I'm getting. Alright, maybe. That wasn't a bad hit. Gonna need to get out of there before this thing blows me up. Oh god. I dodged straight into him. Well, Mona's down. That's alright. I can just resurrect her. Oh, hey, cool. That was not what I was expecting that to do. Clearly. Just made Diluc eat a random attack that was completely unnecessary. I don't even really need to dodge that. I don't think... Yep. Oh, no, I still got that. This is a lot closer. I think Albedo's definitely helping. I wonder... No, because I can't hit it from up here because I'm not close enough. If I were close enough, that might have worked. Oof. It, like, died and made Mona fall on it and die. But I think that was definitely better. Huh. Okay. I think this might still work. I'm definitely going to try it just that same way again. The suffering, guys. The suffering. I wish you didn't have to re-choose these every time. It's kind of frustrating having to re-choose all of these. It's just a reminder that you just failed and you're having to do it again. Am I the only one who's bothered by that? Might be just me, I don't know. Tedious little things. Okay. Here we go again. I know I can do this with the difficulty set the way it is. Like that shouldn't be a problem. It's just a matter of how many points can I keep. Alright, I'm gonna try throwing this down over here. I thought I had turned off the one... Oh, wait. I think I just figured out why my points were different. Alright, well, it's fine. I'll fix it on the next one if I don't get through it this time. Okay, this is not a bad first run of damage. Definitely better than some of the previous runs' first shot of damage. Oh yeah, for sure. He's almost at half already, so this is definitely going better. Let me grab one of those before I needlessly take damage that I don't need to. That was a mistake, I think. Oh, nope, I still managed to get the damage out, so I'll take that. Well, kind of caught me off guard there, but it's fine. I definitely need to reposition that, though. Okay. Yeah, I think we're looking good right now. About 30% left with a minute to go. So long as I don't blow it here at the end. Which that was not a good way to start that, but okay. Diluc almost got wrecked. Alright, let's get Mona out of here before that thing blows up. Ow. That was not great. Come on, come on, come on. Finish your dumb cycle of attacks. Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna get it. Come on, come on, come on. Almost there. Oh, it's so close. So help me God. Oh, nope. Just ride the elevator up, maybe? Nope, that did not work. I was too close. I'm gonna die this close. No! 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 Oh god. I can't believe I rolled over like that. No. This is terrible. Oh god, why? Oh, that was terrible. I tried to rush that at the end and I should not have done that. All of the mistakes were made. So many mistakes. No. Oh, that was brutal. That was completely brutal. Okay, so now that... Okay, no, I need to keep that one, this, and this. So I can keep those other points. I don't even need to really worry about the cooldowns one, because that was the difference. It was the reason why I was seeing a point difference was because I still have the elemental skill cooldown one on, because I'm trying to max out. But I had it on last time. I still think I can do it. I just need to... I just need to stay on it this time. So let's see. Like last time, I made a couple of mistakes early on, but I thought it was pretty clean up until the end. And then, of course, it had like less than 10% health left and just murdered everybody, but okay. Okay, come on. Throw some Klee bombs out there, too. He went back into that state a little fast. Swap back to Klee for another bomb set. Come on. Oh, I ruined it. Oh, that's not great. I might still be okay. See if maybe at least that will help. This attack is really annoying because I can't really do any damage to it while he's doing it so close to these little electro tower things. It's just wasted damage opportunity. Well, that's also really annoying. Guess I can kill those in the downtime, but even then... That exploded still. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna get this for sure. I'm getting none of my albedo bonus damage at all. Yeah, I'm just gonna restart because this one's going poorly. So let's restart, come back at it, and try to not do it that way. Just some bad placements of the albedo E skill, and it changes everything. Okay. Same thing. The suffering, guys. The suffering. Nope. Crit damage I need to keep. I need to keep that. Opponent's attack speed, that's fine. Nope. Don't want the speed reduction. That one's bad. Okay. I think this team will work. Yeah, use Zhongli and face tank the electric balls. I don't think that will work. I'm pretty sure one ball would break the electric ball, or would break the electric, or one electric ball would break the shield. There we go. My ability to articulate in that moment flew out the window really fast. Whoa, okay. Well, it's a good thing albedo has a lot of defense. Oh my god, he went straight to this time? That's really annoying. Oh god, it's still shooting the pillar. Which is really annoying. Oh my god, I got stuck on the elevator. That's not okay. That's also not okay. I'm gonna be in trouble there. Yep. I got stuck on the elevator. I'm just gonna restart because that's already putting me in a bad spot. This is definitely a struggle. 'Cause I don't want to sacrifice any more points than I already have. All right. Trying again. Nope. There we go. This one. Nope, keep that one. And... Nope. This one. Okay. Alright. Yeah, getting stuck on the elevator definitely resulted in a bad situation for sure. Yeah, Mona slipped on the elevator and died. Terrible. Maximum unfortunate. Alright. Wouldn't be the first time I've gotten stuck on the elevator and had something goofy happen, although that one was probably one of the better examples of worst case scenario, for sure. Okay, that's a little better. Took a little damage from it, but I'm not too worried about that, so long as it's not more than this. Throw that out too. Okay, okay. It's not bad so far. A little bit better than the previous 2 runs. Nice, nice. Okay, okay. A lot of damage. We're sitting in an okay spot so far. Oh, he's doing this again.
Shadows of fate.
Could you not, please? Just stop. God, these electro balls are the worst. Stop. Oh, okay, I'm just stuck on the elevator again. Alright, I need him to do the main attack here. This, yes, that will be fine.
Written in the stars.
Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Just finish him right here. That would be great. Nope, I'm gonna have to get out.
Destiny.
Oh no, come on. No, poor Mona. Okay, well, I might still have a shot. Especially if he allows me to get this albedo elemental burst off without ruining it.
Moment of birth.
Ah. Tried to transition straight into... Oh, still have to do this, okay. Revival... Okay, so it's the same as always, seemingly. So, I don't know why. For some reason, I wasn't anticipating having to do this, even though this is, like, literally one of his normal mechanics. So, I don't know why I was expecting I wouldn't have to do that. But, that was, unfortunate. Okay, so now I know that I still have to do that. Although that was definitely different than I was expecting. Okay, so it's fine. I can, now that I know that that's still a thing, I can still come back at that. And probably still get through this. We'll see. I need to keep those. I need the speed. No, not that one. When a character's HP is greater than 90%, no, that I don't crit damage increased by 20. I mean, that would be nice. Shield string, I'm not worried about that at all. Okay, let me get a. Yeah, I mean, I did already like use up a food buff. I guess if I take another one, in theory, now that I'm kind of homing in on getting this done, that's a good call. Maybe just oh god, I gotta set these up again. Ugh. I really wish they wouldn't make you reselect these every time. I do think, like, I can handle all the losing. That's fine. It's not that big a deal. But giving up all of the, or, like, having to reselect those each time is just terrible. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. I know I can get through those, so just I gotta tighten up here. Nope. Let's go ahead and throw down the first isotoma so that I already have that field effective. I don't have to throw it down after he goes down, so that should help me put out more damage quickly. I'd like it if he stayed kind of in the general vicinity of the ones that are already up, although I'm wondering if maybe if I just... Like, if I keep struggling, I might try and take off one of the other ones, but I think it's still very possible where it is. Nope. Nope. Nope, I'm messing that up. There we go. Why is it not? Okay, there we go. Oh, I didn't throw down Mona's E on that, so that probably didn't help with some of the damage production. I need to definitely stay on top of that. Go ahead and try to get in an extra big hit there too. Get out of it now before I get destroyed. Oh, hey, I still got destroyed anyways. That's really annoying. Alright, that's fine. Well, maybe if I can still get him, I don't know. Oh, what just happened? I don't know what just happened. Well, now Mona's toast, so that's cool. Not really sure what resulted in her dying. Whatever, if I can still get him, maybe. Alright, come on.
Retribution.
Why isn't this thing dying? No, that's not what I'm trying to do. Get over there, Klee. Oh, there was only one left. Come on. No. There was one left. Okay. Well, that was frustratingly close. I should have used Klee's Elemental Burst afterwards. If I'd have popped Klee's Elemental Burst, it probably would have lasered it while I was inbound to it, and it would have died. Mistakes were made. Learned that lesson the hard way. Trying again. Crit damage keep. Take this, take this. Well, the sad thing is I'm getting really good at picking all of those categories because I'm struggling with this for so long. You got 4275 with Xingqiu, Klee, Xiangling, and Bennett. It was really close. So you just pretty much came at it with mostly fire. Interesting. Alright. I mean, I have different characters, like, actually, like, built up, though. So for me, like, some of that wouldn't even be an option just because of the way my characters are built. So it's kind of leaving me in a situation. Oh, what am I doing? I'm not paying attention. Here we go. Because I have, you know, different characters built up and different artifacts and stuff, like, this is probably one of the hypostases that I guess just may be more challenging for me. I think the Animo one will probably end up being really easy. Man. Well, I didn't get that in the right spot, so I'm just gonna restart. Alright. And again, you know, like, even my Klee doesn't have an ideal proper build set just because she hasn't been the focus of my team. I've been focused so long on trying to get decent equipment for my Mona that, you know, other characters have had to take a pronounced backstage. But now that I finally got my Mona's stuff set up, that will probably begin to change. But I am also trying to get my Ganyu set up, but that's, you know, still kind of slow going as well at the moment. String characters, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's fine. I definitely need to keep the speed. And I need to... these two. Okay. There we go. And I may still be able to make other character selections or something, but right now, we'll see. I think Albedo definitely makes a damage impact on this boss for sure. Just need to make sure I pre-place it before he even gets into his first attack cycle, because that helps me ensure that I get a lot of damage. But of course that time he's set up completely outside of it, which makes it more irritating. Huh. Well, we'll see how each section ends up working out, but... you know what, I'm just gonna try this just to see if I can get some extra damage in. Yeah, that worked. I took a lot of damage for it, but it did work. Nope, get away from Mona. Oh, come on. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna definitely need to pick up one of those Electro shields before I get blown up. Get out of there really quick before I die. I'm definitely ahead of the game compared to where I was in the last couple of rounds. I took a, you know, one good risk early on, and that definitely helped out a lot. Oh, wrong character. Let's get at the far end of it. They're a little bit further away than I'd like to see them. Oh yeah, okay, much better. There it is. Okay, well, that was painful for sure. But there we go. That was much better. That was definitely much better. How many takes you do to record the guide video? I mean, so I don't obviously read, like, whenever I write a script for a video, I obviously I don't like record it all like in one shot, and then like if I mess up a line, like, oh, I gotta start at the beginning. Like usually every sentence on it I record like a few different versions of it, and then I take the one that I like the most generally. Okay, well, now that I finally cleared that, yikes, that was That was definitely a little rough, but got through it. Oh, nice. Okay, all these guides and stuff will be really nice for continuing to upgrade the talents of my characters, which I'm a little behind on a few of them anyways. So that'll be nice. Total score 4,000. I'm still short of. I would like to already have the 4,000 one, but I'll take 3555 for now. I'm kind of curious though. Like I kind of want to see what my Geo team will do in here. Let me put Gene back on here really quick. Hell, even like bringing Venti just to like kill its resistance might be compelling just to try. Now that I've already beaten it, I just want to see what kind of additional damage I can get on it. I'm gonna keep it set up the same way it was before. Now that it's completed, I can just play with a few other options. Let's see. So I'm gonna leave it like this, and just see what happens with Venti, and kind of go from there. All right. And then after that, I'm going to try it with my Geo team and see if that makes any difference either. I think that Venti will probably be strictly worse than Albedo was, though, just because Albedo added so much extra damage every 2 seconds. So long as I produced consistent DPS, it was really, really, really hard hitting for most of my attacks. I mean, that was a good 50k on that, but it's just a matter of how long the stuff actually sticks to him. I mean, it's not bad. It's definitely not bad. I think that I could definitely still see more. Like, I think I was definitely well ahead of this with my last run with Albedo, so I definitely think that was better than this is right now. Let me just throw this at him for funsies and see what happens. Okay, Mona got exploded. I'm not gonna continue with this. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad, but it was definitely not as good as Albedo was. So what I'm gonna do is swap over to the swap over to my Geo party and see how that ends up working out. Oh, I appreciate it, Ron. Thank you. Yeah, that was definitely a a rough trip to get through it at 3550, but I'll take it. I definitely will take it. I think if I could, you know, get my Ganyu a little bit better established, I think I could probably do it faster, but without Ganyu, I think it's going to be a little rough. We'll see. I mean, this event is clearly kind of like skewed towards making Ganyu effective. And I am actually going to bring her in this because obviously for very obvious reasons, Fischl will be basically useless in here. I'm going to get rid of that one though. Let's see. Because obviously that would make my Geo team a lot less effective. Crit damage I'd like to keep. Energy recharge I'd like to keep. Definitely hate being slow, but I think being slow is less impactful than the elemental recharge situation, so this is definitely different. It's less points than the other build was, which almost defeats the point of doing it. Because I had 3550 in the other one. Skyward Harp on Ganyu should be good. Yeah, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. All right. Anyways, let's wait. 3600. What did I just re-click one accidentally? I think I did. I might have like. What am I? Oh, okay. Energy recharge. God, that energy recharge decreased by 80% is such a massive decrease in energy recharge. That is brutal. Alright, I'm going to try it with this, even though I already did it with the other party. I'm definitely going to swap her for Ganyu, though, because I think Ganyu, even in her sad state of building at the moment, will be better than having Fischl on an Electro Boss, just because that's not going to do anything anyways. So let's see what happens, see if it makes any difference. But like I said, I don't really think this team's going to do great anyways. It's not usually a team I would take against Electro Hypostasis anyways. And I think, well, Ganyu should be able to kill all those little things. So we'll see. Oh, he's starting with this again? Fine. Oh, wow, I should have just stayed up there, maybe? I don't know. That did not go well. Okay, well, Zhongli exploded.
Crumble. Birth, moment of birth.
Okay. Nope. Just pop an elemental burst or two. Huh. This is not going super great so far, but I kind of figured my other team would continue to be the better choice for this anyways. So it's not too surprising that my thoughts are confirmed on the... Oh my god, that did not work the way I wanted it to. Yeah, this is going badly. Yeah, it's not surprising. This is not really the ideal team config for this boss in general. Nope, wrong character. But, oh, I guess my albedo field did not stay active either. Yeah, that's not going to go well. I'm just going to get away from that because that's not going super great. But, like I said, I already cleared it at 35-55 anyways, so I'm not upset about that anyways. So, yeah. I'm sure my jungler team is going to be really good for the animal, or not the animal one, the Geo one. Or at least as good as, you know, a team as you can have for that. So we'll see. So, now that everybody's healed back up again, and I have finished the first half of the stream by, you know, submitting myself to suffering, I'm gonna set back up my normal team. Alright, and I need to resurrect Mona. Okay, oh, now I just need to do some farming because I'm still kind of short on a bunch of stuff that I need. I need to go over here. I got to kill this a few times because I'm still trying to get enhancement materials for ascending Ganyu because I'm trying to still get her to 90. Seeing as how I'm trying to build a party around her, it's important to me to get her to 90. So she's one of the characters I'm definitely focused on killing bosses on right now. Okay. Just get as close to the center as possible for fun. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever actually landed directly on this before. This is the first time I've ever done this. I've seen people do this before. Oh my god. Is this thing just gonna die from falling damage? Oh my god. I think it's going to. I can't tell. Oh, it's damaging me. That actually did damage me. This is ridiculous. I think I probably still would have killed it faster not doing it this way, but this is... Oh my god. What the hell? Oh my god. This is super special. Just falling damage only. Oh my god. What the hell? Oh my god. Okay. This is definitely play of the game, guys. Okay. Oh, he's gonna die. At least let me touch the ground now. Is it gonna ever let me hit the ground? Go away. Let me touch the... Ah, there we go. Hero pose for sure. Oh my god. Wow. Alright, well, that was, easy? Oh, hey, look. Another Gladiator's Longing with HP. Cool. Anyways, I need these anyways, so I'm not too worried about that. Wow. Well, in a few minutes I'll come back and do that without the falling damage, but, that was ridiculous. Wow. Special. That was definitely extra special. Just, falling damage. Does that count as one hit, guys? It's all just one continuous... Like, I only had to click once. So that's, that counts as one-shotting, right? Otherwise, it was pretty much just an autopilot kill of the cryo Regisvine. These frickin' bugs, get out of here. Continuing along. Truly a legendary moment in gaming. I don't know about that, but that was definitely something interesting. I can't believe that you're clicking on the stream just to see that. I know, right? Can you see my Xinyan build? Yeah, I can show what I've got going on with my Xinyan here momentarily, sure. Alright, well, I'm just gonna pull him right out of that because that's obnoxious. Where'd he go? Come on. Okay, cool. Nope. Here, be on fire now. I'll take the 34k crit. That's fine. So yeah, like one of the things I am planning to put my my Xinyan build in the on the overlay at some point. I haven't gotten around to doing it yet. It takes me a little while to put all those little graphics together for everything. Right now, my Jianyu, or Jianyu, that's not even a character. Xinyan is at level 70. She is using the Unforged, which for obvious reasons in using the Unforged, I decided to put a 4-piece Bolide set on her. And my Zhongli's team is pretty much based around shields anyways. And these are some topics that I'll be getting into in my next video that's coming out this coming week. But yeah, so pretty much the main focus on her so far has been, you know, kind of building her as you would with any secondary DPS. And then I'm trying to take as much defense in the substats as I can as well. She's actually not even completely leveled up yet. Like, this is still a +0 one. Like, I could get a lot more returns for my Xinyan if I actually were to, like, you know, sit down and enhance all of her artifacts the rest of the way. And it's not as if she even does bad damage the way she's set up now, but she does enough to be really, really useful in my parties. But the main reason that Xinyan is in my party for my Zhongli team isn't even, you know, for her damage production capabilities, which because of the Unforged isn't terrible. But it's mainly because of the fact that on her C4, she reduces the physical resistance of enemies by 15%, which just makes my Zhongli that much better. In addition to the fact that I can start every fight by starting that same shield that reduces their physical defense, which will trigger my Bolide for Zhongli and for her. So yeah, it's kind of a 2-for-1 kind of situation where I increase her damage to increase his damage. One day, Teyvat will get a feature on Cairo vids, and you're going to be so proud. I don't know what that is. I feel like I'm missing something. Hi, Cairo moment. I guess, is that like somebody who like showcases like ridiculous things that have happened on streams or something, or like to game streamers? I'm guessing. Will somebody send the clip to Cairo and Gamers Hideaway? Yeah, I feel like I'm missing something now. Like, I feel like this is like something that like I should be aware of, and I'm somehow not. The internet's a weird place. Sometimes things exist that everybody else knows about, but you fall through the cracks. Why was Bennett not on any of my charts in the previous video about building teams? That was a accidental oversight, actually, which is hilariously like lore canon, being as how like of all the characters to forget, that would definitely be like Bennett. That would he would obviously be the character to just get forgotten from everything. Yeah. So it was just an accidental oversight. If you go to the Teyvat Historia Discord, the chart has already been updated to reflect where Bennett's location on the chart, you know, where with the recommended role should be. And the beginning of the next part of that video series, which we'll release this week, also has the updated chart on it as well, which does show Bennett to be in the support role, which is where he belongs. So, yeah. So, yeah, accidental oversight, but it makes sense because Bennett. She died because I left the laser circle to her. I'm not sure if I know what we're talking about now. Oh my god, this guy's shield. Can't even set his shield on fire properly. There we go. That's better. Lunacy, I think I might have missed something. At Teyvat, people have been saying Ganyu is broken as a character. As someone who can't pay, you're scared. What are my predictions on the game? Do I think the current characters will be useless soon? No, I don't think the characters will be useless soon. Honestly, I don't really think that Ganyu's all that broken. If you build any team around a character, you're gonna get high production numbers out of them. You just are. And most of these people who are, you know, showcasing Ganyu doing crazy damage are people who have built whole teams around her. And that's very capable of happening from any character. Ganyu is doing that damage with a charged attack, you know, which has a few seconds charge between each pulse hit. So, you know, it's not as if she's dealing that damage in a consistent fashion either. Something that I would like to do is get, you know, my Ganyu built to an equivalent level with, say, my Zhongli and my Mona, and then, you know, kind of have like a, you know, like a recording of like the fastest kills I can make of certain enemies and see who's doing it faster, based on, you know, on how everything's going and the teams that are built around them, and kind of see who does it, you know, who does it best. I know that, you know, I've seen some ridiculous things where people are just like one-shotting things, but like that's not even necessarily a factor sometimes. Like, there are definitely enemies in the game that you can't one-shot no matter what you do. And so like, just because you can one-shot some enemies doesn't make, you know, something broken. Not to mention it's technically not really a one-shot if you have to first stick them with a cryo, then reduce their resistance with Venti. Like, you're abusing the other buffs in the game to make Ganyu better. And again, this is still a factor of building a character around a team, as opposed to just building a character individually. Which is, again, why I don't think that she's broken. I think that, you know, she definitely shines in proper team compositions, though, and this is where you know, it makes it seem as if she might be overpowered, but I really don't think that she is, and I think that her placement is fine. I don't even have her with high constellation, and I think it's fine. I do think that there's been some minor power creep since release, but I don't think it's, you know, like so bad that it's like game damaging at this point, and that the other characters in the game have been rendered useless as a result. I mean, I think that my Mona is still very prolific at this point in comparison to other characters in the game, so this is among the reasons why I'm just not worried about it. So, I mean, if you're sitting on characters like Kuching or Mona or Diluc, like, I don't think you're gonna have any real risk of, you know, those characters eventually being too weak to clear content. I really wouldn't worry about it. Some games definitely make that a thing where certain characters just aren't useful after a certain amount of time, but because of the level of importance that each of these characters have to the game's like main story and stuff, like I just don't see that for this game, and I don't think that there's large enough a discrepancy in the like power curve of the characters to suggest that like we're gonna see it run away or something. I really don't. But only time will tell for sure, and, you know, if that does end up being the case, you know, like, I'll be, you know, sad about it for sure. But right now, yeah, I really don't think that's the case. In general, the theme of, again, the build videos that I'm working on right now is to make it clear that you don't just build a character, you build a team around a character, with regard to your, you know, establishing a primary DPS, and so long as you do that, just about any character can be made very, very powerful. Like, literally, she just got, you know, one-shotted, so, like, that's not a, you know, a ruin guard or anything like that, but it's not, you know, a weak enemy either. Child's case is that he only does damage on grouping, and Ganyu does on both. Let's see, I might have missed it. There are two channels that make Genshin Impact stream highlights. Oh, interesting, okay. I didn't realize that that was a, there were people who were making Genshin Impact stream highlights. That's interesting. Huh. Yeah, I had never heard of those. It's good to know. I didn't know that was a thing. Early on in stream, we commented that probably Ganyu is like this as a reflection of Zhongli's drama. Yeah, and I do kind of think that there's some legitimacy to that claim, because people, you know, were looking at Zhongli being, like, supposedly really weak, and he's really not. Just there's a lot of people who weren't, they didn't get a character that was exactly in the form that they were expecting either. You heard that Venti may be coming back soon. I mean, there's a lot of rumors running around that, you know, they may or may not be doing banner reruns in the future. We don't have any proof of that, obviously. Like, it's completely speculatory. I mean, I would expect that at some point they will have banner reruns, but as far as when that will happen, who knows? I hope sooner rather than later for you know, the fact that there's a lot of people who, you know, would really like to have some of these characters and can't get them at the moment. But all we can do is wait. The sooner the better in most cases, though. Need to get these guys' shields down. Here, I'll just go ahead and use a Klee ult to bust this one, too. Oh, come on. You can't just disappear like that. I'll just go ahead and kill that one. This guy over here just trying to nuke me.
I swear by my sword.
Okay. Well, that'll pretty much finish these guys off, then. Was that a 100k crit on that one over there? I think it was. That was like serious overkill. Alright, so I wonder, I haven't tried to kill all the ruin guards over here with this team in quite some time. Not having an archer on this team has made it difficult. I'm kind of wondering if I could drop Jean and pick up Venti just to make that fight a little easier and also decrease their resistances at the same time. I might try that. I want to see how that goes. What quality of life changes would I like to see added to the game? I would like to see, for one, the remote teleporter be altered a little bit. Like, I wish it didn't expire after 7 days. I find that kind of annoying. I'd like it to just stay permanently. I think that would be nice, to where you can just set it down. Like, if you want to put one in a different location, yeah, okay, you should have to, you know, replace it. Like, okay, it's definitely going to get picked up and moved. You can't have more than one at any given time. But it not expiring after 7 days, I think, isn't asking for a whole lot. So that's one thing I would like to see. Let's see, what else? I mean, obviously, like, the common things, like everybody else thinks. Like, I think that domains cost twice as much resin as they should. Bosses, like, everything costs twice as much resin as it should. So I think that would be nice. But I'd also like to be able to make more than 3 condensed resin a day. That would be nice. If they would, like, make it to where we can make 6 a day or something, that would be cool, because then every point of resin, like, you could basically, you know, almost use all of your resin that way if you really, really wanted to. I'd be very okay with that as a thing as well. Alright, let's see how bad this goes. No healer in this encounter might be a problem. Possibly. Just maybe. Nope. Oh, I can't see through that bush. Oh, missed. Got him that time. That might not be good. I might not get that one in time. Nope, didn't. Trying to bottleneck these guys a little bit. If I can lure them all together so that I can get all of their kind of arrival points into here at one time, it'll definitely make it easier for me. Ow. Definitely don't need to be getting hit by these, though. With no healer, I'll be in trouble if I keep taking hits from them, especially on Venti. I need him. Nope. Nope. Oh, come on. That was almost really bad. Oh, no. Oh, that's not good. I finally get them all kind of piped into one location, and what do? That garbage. They spin me out of it. That's not kind of really what I was trying to do, but okay. Nope. Oh, that was really close. Okay. Let's kind of try to slide back off of that a little bit, too. Just throw a Venti ult at them and try to nuke them down as best I can. I'm gonna go ahead and just get closer. Nope. Oh, that was really close too. Well, I got, what, 2 of them there. They did a lot of damage to me though. Like, almost my entire team died. Everybody's extremely low. No healing. I'm gonna continue to not heal and see if I can squirrel out the last 1 or 2. I think there's only 1 just back here. I'm just gonna keep this low health thing and just see if I can get through it. It shouldn't be a problem. It's a Ruined Guardian. They're about as easy as it gets to kill anyways, especially in a solo kill scenario.
Brace yourself.
Let me set him on fire then.
Fate is upon you.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, hey, there's another one over there. Didn't even see him. Huh. Well, we'll be fine. I was thinking I had only killed 2 of them. I don't know where that other one could have gone that resulted in him squirreling away like that to where I was able to get this far away from... Oh, I can't believe I hit that. But yeah, I don't know how he was able to get so far away where he could, like, hide from me without me knowing he was there, but... Okay, not a big deal. Alright, I'm not sure which resistance that added too. Well, not a big deal.
Decided by destiny.
It's fine. I was hoping to kill him before he got up, but that's fine too. Not a big deal. Okay. I need to definitely go heal up now because I'm gonna die if I don't. Like, I'll get looked at wrong by some kind of Fatui enemy and just melt. That would be not fortunate. That was way too close. Weeklies shouldn't cost resin. Yeah, actually, Neri, that's something I definitely agree with. I definitely think that weekly bosses shouldn't cost resin at all. I really do appreciate that they have made it to where the events don't cost resin, because I think we can all agree that was excessive early on. So having them not cost resin now is really, really nice. But having the weeklies cost resin is definitely unnecessary for sure. I don't really understand why they've had those cost resin since the beginning. Inazuma seems far off. Yeah, so I think Inazuma is still going to be a while. I don't think we're going to be seeing that quite yet. Like, completely speculatory. I wouldn't expect Inazuma before at least 1.5, or maybe they could jump the version number to, like, you know, 2.0 at that point. Who knows? But yeah, I don't expect to see Inazuma for quite some time yet. But only time will tell. If they drop it sooner, I'll be excited like anybody else would be, so I definitely would like to see it sooner. I'm really looking forward to having Kamisato Ayaka. I think that character is going to be great. It's really hilarious just watching this thing faceplant Klee bombs. Ah, he missed.
Brace yourselves.
Yeah. So what do you think, guys? Was the falling damage kill faster? I think just killing him naturally was still faster. But the falling damage kill was definitely funnier to watch. Is this going to be anything? Nope, it's HP, like they always are. That's not particularly surprising at all. What do I think about 4-set Hydro? So why would you put the 4 Hydro set on Ganyu? I mean, because you're only going to get Hydro bonus damage at that point, and that's not going to apply to her. Yeah, you'll increase her normal and charged attack by a good deal. But I don't know. I think that taking Hydro on her, like, you're gonna miss out on, you know, at least a certain percentage, like, because her charge shot is cryo. You have to think that, like, instead of getting a 30% bonus for having used her E first, you're actually only getting a 15% bonus. At which point you have to wonder whether or not you're going to lose the benefit of using that versus just going straight to the cryo set for, you know, consistent crit damage in the first place. Because, and yeah, that definitely makes sense. So, like, if you look at it this way, you're trying to get a 30% increase in normal and charged attack bonus, but because you gave up the crit or the cryo damage bonus, you're only getting 15% instead, which you just get straight from adding Blizzard Strayer anyways. So yeah, I don't think using Hydro set on Ganyu is actually effective or purposeful. Just like if you go ahead and break down the way the math works on that, it just doesn't make sense to do it. To keep people from going nuts trying to get prototypes, you're sure? Let's see. I think I might have missed something. What do I think about the Hydro and Cryo sets working on other elemental characters? Yeah, see, and this is again what I was just saying. Like, I don't think that they really, like, yeah, they work for other elemental characters, but you're losing a lot. I think that there's a lot of the kind of, sort I'm looking for, placebo effect. Like, you're expecting there to be good damage because you did this, but you know, like, there's not, like, they're not really thinking about it objectively to determine whether or not that it's actually a good idea, because you're giving up a certain percentage of damage to take another damage boost anyways. So the math just doesn't make sense to do it. Weekly bosses will increase further on, and even if they increase the cap, if the regen is the same, it doesn't matter. We lose grind days for weekly boss materials. Yeah, we definitely do. Like, you know, you're using, what, 180 resin a week for your weekly bosses, and that's a lot. That's a lot of resin for your weekly bosses. Anybody else waiting on Yao Yao? I'm not really worried about that character right now. I'm not even sure if I know for sure which one that is anyways. I think I do, but I'm not really going to get into it. Elemental Mastery seems underwhelming on every character with the exception of Albedo and Sucrose. Yeah, you know, I'm kind of starting to feel the same way about Elemental Mastery. I mean, there are some characters, yeah, like Albedo, Sucrose, Venti, even, where Elemental Mastery does work. Something that I'm going to try, because in the last stream, it was mentioned that maybe building Venti with Venerer and attack stats instead might actually work out better. So it's definitely something that I'm going to do some solid testing on to see which way actually does work out to be better. Because obviously, like, the swirl applications won't do very much damage, but his actual animo applications will. So we'll kind of see how that works, especially with the stringless. He'll still get some scaling from that anyways. So we'll see. I'm gonna mess around with that as my Ganyu team continues to develop over time. Your Klee and Diona need playmates. Yeah. Interesting. Is EM not good for Venti? I think EM is good for Venti, but I think that there may be an argument, Paul C, to be made for using an attack build instead. But it's one of those things, like, I just haven't had the material or time to test that kind of stuff yet. At some point I will, and if I determine it to be one way certainly is better than the others, then I will definitely make sure to, you know, report those findings to everybody. And yeah, so that's what Beta is saying. He says that there's a dump truck of damage for building it as an attack character. And I think, Beta, you might have been the one to say it last week even. Remind me if you were. I don't remember for sure. I think it was you that was saying that last week. And if that's the case, I mean, yeah, it may work. And I am kind of curious to try it myself. Just because it doesn't really, like, you know, on paper, it doesn't really make sense to do it, because his primary reaction type is to build him as an Elemental Mastery character, because Swirl scales on Elemental Mastery. But it's just going to matter, you know, or rather, it'll be a matter of testing and kind of seeing where it all falls. But I'm definitely going to try it both ways. I really am. It's just going to take some time to do it. And I'm sure I don't have to tell you guys that farming equipment for, you know, multiple characters is completely hell. So it's just going to take some time. If it maths out better, for sure. Yeah, I definitely think that there's a chance that it could. If you can't get Ganyu, you'll just save for Ayaka. You got Mona from Ganyu's banner, and you're like 55 from Pity. Nice. Well, hey, if you picked up Mona, that's still a good grab nonetheless. I mean, obviously, you know, I've always, you know, thought Mona to be one of the more effective characters in the game anyways. Her attack speed's crazy. Her potential for damage burst applications is really high, especially if you build a proper team around her. Oh, I meant to actually... Nah, I'm not too worried about that. That's not what I came over here for anyways. I'm mostly trying to farm all the materials for all these Ascension opportunities. This thing over here trying to nuke me like that. Let me wet this guy really quick first. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, nope, I got away from it. I like it. Alright. Nice. That was definitely good damage. Let me see if I can pick up a Diluc bonus 2 from Wolf's Gravestone. Oh, come on. Fine, let me take a Vaporize on him really quick first. Now I should get it. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's plenty of damage. I'm definitely liking the change in the 4-piece Heart of Depth set. Having the other set was still effective, but this is definitely much better. I do have to, unfortunately, use Mona's Lure as a damage scaling tool now, as opposed to strictly a repositioning / lure tool, which kind of changes, like, my playstyle with Mona a little bit. But it's fine. Like, it's something I can definitely cope with.
Here we go.
Using Venti as a Venerer producer is definitely a different way than I've been used to using him in the past as well, because I hadn't had Venerer up until very recently, because I've been focusing on so many other characters. And I'm glad that I've started finally working on Venerer, though, because Venti is a character I've been underutilizing since, I don't know, maybe after the first month of the game, and more characters started to come out. He's just been kind of riding the bench for me, and it's probably not the best role for him, obviously. Like, the bench is just completely underutilizing one of the better characters on the roster.
Let me scry.
Oh, these guys are just chucking all these bombs at me. Here, I can chuck bombs at you too. Enjoy. Ugh. You know, that's another thing, like, being it, like, as a small quality of life change, I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but the cooking stations take higher priority than loot does. I would like it if the cooking stations were at the bottom of the priority list so that you don't accidentally open the cooking window while you're trying to loot something. That drives me crazy. That is probably one of the things I would most like to see changed. It's just one of those little things that just bothers you every time it happens. What do I think about the 4-piece Noblesse Oblige on Diona? I think that's a good set for her, especially since, you know, her best role is that of healer anyways. She's a healer, let her be a healer. If you can also pick up a buff opportunity from her at the same time, all the better. I mean, she's just going to help you increase your damage output across the board anyways. So yeah, I would definitely say Noblesse Oblige is a good opportunity on your Diona. You know, it's one of the things about, you know, having support characters in your party is you can kind of build them a few different ways to help make your characters in your team shine better, like the characters who are going to be damaged. And these are one of those things that gives you, you know, not only, you know, that it makes the character worth it for more than one thing. Because, you know, if you don't make Diona a buffer, she's really only there for shields and heals. So, you know, you might be underutilizing her potential in your party if you don't go for sets like that. So if you go, you know, if you just kind of load her up with some damage opportunity stuff, it makes it to where, yeah, okay, she can do some more damage. But at the same time, like, is that really important? Do you need her? You don't really need her to do damage because the amount of opportunities that you'll use her to do damage are probably pretty minimal since she is a healer. You get much better value for her position in your party for, you know, making her into a buffer at the same time. I'll just go ahead and make this guy sit straight back down again too. Doesn't make sense to even try to let him wander around. It's just a waste of my time and his.
Brace yourself.
Let's see what kind of damage I can get out of this. Hopefully it'll crit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, didn't crit. Whatever. Just back off him then. Here. Let's go ahead and pick up the Wolf's Gravestone bonus at the very least. Yeah, okay. Whatever. Alright, all those guys are dead. I think there's still the Fatui guys down the hill that I need to go get. So those are the materials I really need. I have killed so many of the Ruin Guards, I don't really need their materials as much anymore. It's these guys I need the materials for.
Decided by destiny.
No shields for you. I don't even know if those guys put up shields. I kind of don't think they do. I think they usually just use that weird protection one against other enemies. It's the Electro ones that I hate the most. Those ones are a total pain. Oh god, did my Skyward Atlas just murder that squirrel? Well, Mona's probably hungry. She's always broke. She's definitely hungry. You're at level 30 and you have claimed all, but you don't know how you get to a point of picking one of the 3 from the boxes you got already. I hope that makes sense. I don't know if I know what you're talking. I might have missed part of that conversation, though. You hate when you press Timaeus instead of crap. Yeah, I do that a lot too, Ashley. That's definitely a problem that I've had a lot as well. I definitely think that, you know, that's another, you know, another situation where, like, the priority could be rearranged. Like, if you're standing next to both of them, you more than likely want to use the crafting station. You're not going to go there to talk to Timaeus on a regular basis. Like, I don't think there's a whole lot of players who are just walking through the town when they log in every day, like, "Hey, Timaeus, how you doing? Hey, Catherine." Like, I don't think that's happening. Bolide over Hydro, you just need a shield. You can't use the Hydro bonus at all with Ganyu, except perhaps with Xingqiu, but you're not sure. Yeah, I think that Bolide is effective if you have a team built around shielding, but if you don't, then it's not going to help you. And you don't just need a shield if you're going to use Bolide, because you're going to have downtime if you don't. You're going to need at least 2. If you want to use Bolide effectively on a team, you need at least 2 shield generators on your team to make sure that you're going from one character's cooldown straight into another. And that's why my Geo team works nicely, because Geo Resonance increases the density of shields, and then Albedo makes shields, Zhongli makes shields, and Xinyan makes shields. So I literally don't have any shield downtime on that team, which is why, generally speaking, that team almost never takes damage, which is why I've generally had no need to have a healer on it. You might need to, because you did it by yourself and couldn't do anything. I think I'm missing something again. Let's see. Oh, the poor fox. Yeah, that poor little like squirrel fox thing. I was just walking down the hill, and Skyward Atlas just decided it was gonna murder him. Well, is what it is, I guess. Oh, that was the wrong order of things. Oh, he tried me. He did try. That's fine. I'll just lock him into place with a Venti ult and have some fun with that. Oh, Venti. His elemental burst is just a lot of fun to watch. It's definitely one of the more satisfying elemental bursts to use. Okay. These guys. I'm pretty sure if I just focus on the Electro one, I can kill him before, but let me go ahead and pop Mona's burst so I can try to ensure that the damage production goes up proper. Come on. No, he's gonna get his shield, isn't he? Yeah, he got it right before he died. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, come on, man. I really hate that guy. They're the worst. Freaking Electro Fatui. I can't even res Mona right now because I don't have a healer. Great, and of course the one enemy that's left on screen is a Pyro, who I can't kill because I don't have a proper Hydro character alive right now. I'm gonna have to just res Mona with food. And then try not to let her die.
Think you can get away?
Let's see if I can... Yeah, okay, that worked. I just trapped him in that. Yeah, so why don't you just chill out, dude. that was pretty annoying. Should probably put Jean back in my team anyways. I don't really need Venti. I've just been kind of messing around with it for Venerer just for extra damage scaling. Bolide makes more sense because Ganyu has better DPS environment if she has Zhongli or Diona's shield. Well, I mean, Bolide only makes sense if you have, like I said, multiple shielders. Having one shielder will not create consistent DPS production unless you're, using Zhongli only to produce a shield. And even then, the moment you take enough damage to break that shield, if it's, on your cooldown portion, then you've still lost the consistency of your DPS, which is why it's important to have more than one shielder in that party. I don't really think that Bolide teams are effective unless you have a lot of shields available to you. It takes more than just one. Venti Burst is basically Wind Go Burr. Yeah, I mean, something like that, for sure. Oh, you want to see me use Ganyu? So, I want to use Ganyu too, but she's not really built properly right now. She's kind of, not really fully set up. I'll swap to my Zhongli team so that I can try and put her to use for a little bit, but right now she's kind of in a, mid-build state where, I haven't been able to, ascend her to level 80 yet. I'm still working on that. Her weapon is only at level 64 out of 70. Still working on that. And I don't have a lot of artifacts available to continue enhancing her artifacts, so I'm still working on that. I might have some artifacts at this point to go and throw, but that's about it. Come on, not... Okay, attack flat. It wasn't crit rate, but I'll take it. Do I have any 4-star artifacts to throw? Yeah. Okay, so little by little she's getting there. I'm hoping by next weekend my Ganyu will be in a much more usable state. Here's what I'll do, though. I will suffer instead, and I'll just throw in my team that I'm intending to utilize strictly for Ganyu, but they're like basically none of them built except for Venti, kind of, and Ganyu, kind of. So we'll kind of see how this goes. I mean, and Bolide's what I have on my Zhongli now. That whole team is built around like the whole shielding concept, and I think that it's, you know, going to be potent as the game continues to develop and things continue to, you know, change in the game. I think that you'll definitely find more opportunities with which to use teams like that. Oh hey, I thought I had Venti's burst charge and I didn't, so that's kind of unfortunate.
Next on the agenda.
My poor Ganyu is just not set up yet. Like, it's not as if she's not, you know, capable of damage production, though, because she definitely is, but she's definitely not set up yet. This guy over here keeps shooting me in the back. He can knock that garbage off. Oh, these guys. My level 40 Daona just sitting down here. I don't even think I have anything that I can pop these guys' shields with effectively. None of my characters are really built to do anything with this, so this is one of those things where I don't think this team is going to be effective because it doesn't have options for destroying Geo shields very easily. I've got a weak point in this team where I think I'm gonna have to probably replace like Child with a pyro character or something, or with a just something that can fix this particular weak point. This is definitely not ideal to have to like sit there and swing at these enemies for such a long period of time. Yeah, it's nice to be able to maximize the effectiveness of the cryo artifact set that I have on my Ganyu, but at the same time, it's like right now, like even without Child having, like with his E down on his like ridiculous cooldown that he has, this is just like pulling teeth waiting to have it back so that I can try to finish killing these things' shields. Alright, now their shields are down, and I can probably actually resume doing okay damage to these. Not that it's super effective, again, what with my Ganyu being generally underdeveloped still. Not that it's, you know, like I said, not terrible, just not good either. I wonder if Child can kill these. Yeah, I guess he kinda can. It's not fast, but he can. Ugh. God, this is not the ideal way to kill rocks for sure. This is terrible. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to replace a character on this team. There are definitely some teams that might work well in like Spiral Abyss or something if there's, you know, if you're on a Spiral Abyss floor, like even this team might work in the Spiral Abyss if you're on a floor that has no shielding. Which is one of the reasons why I do want to build up all of these characters. It's just going to take some time to get them all built up, though. And Child's one of the characters that I've been really wanting to build since I got him, and I just haven't had the material or time to get it going. But now that my Mona is done being built, I'm going to be going back into the Heart of Depth domain a lot for more pieces from that set in order to continue trying to build him out with a proper 4-piece set of Heart of Depth as well. Because, again, with his set, also, you know, Heart of Depth, you know, gives you 30% increased normal and charged attacks, and, you know, having Rust on Child in addition to that should make his normals really, 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 really punchy. So that's one of the things that I'm definitely focused on producing for him. It's just going to take a little time, like anything does in this game. But I'm going to continue to suffer with the Ganyu team for a little bit. I did get the Dragon Spine Cryo like element wings this week as well. I put them on Ganyu. I think I might have put them on one other character as well. I can't remember who at the moment though. Anyone know about the Battle Pass and Talent Up boxes? How do you open them to select one of the 3 books? So whenever you're in the Battle Pass and you get to the boxes where you have to select one, you just click on it, like directly. You just click on the box and then it should open, and then you just select one of them afterwards. Do I think Alice will become a playable character? Psychotic mother. Yes, I absolutely think Alice is going to become a playable character. I think Alice is going to be one of those characters that changes the game. I think, like, that's going to be a character, like, whenever she shows up, she's going to become, like, the best in slot. I feel like she's going to be, like, a best in slot pyro catalyst or something. Like, I would be very surprised if that character doesn't end up being amazing for a host of different reasons. Oh, that was close. Where did these enemies go? They're all over the place. How did they even... Oh, God. Oh, that was super unfortunate. My Diona's gonna end up dead, I can feel it. Alright, let me get underneath here so I can try to get Ganyu some healing. Oh, no. Ugh, this is one of the reasons why I don't like field-based healers too much. So you end up, like, sticking the heal field on a spot where you don't want to be. And then you're just in trouble. But I did say I was going to suffer, so I knew that was likely to be the case as soon as I put this team in. Oh, hey, look, Diona's dead. That's not good. Oh, no. Oh, no. That was almost bad, too. Hey, bud.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Just going to have to run from these guys for a second. Oh, he got bubbled by his own buddy. I'll take that. Oh, I missed. Yeah, they should both be dead now. Oh, he's not dead. No, he's dead now. Huh, this is going to be bad still. I have 150 HP on Ganyu. Alright, well, he's still got his Hydro Shield. Hide around this corner for a second. Oh, no. Oh. Actually, I just learned, I don't think I ever recognized that those don't do damage until just now. I do not have any fire characters, and that's, or pyro characters. Which is just making this worse than it needs to be. Oh no! Well, there goes Venti. That's not good. Well, if I can get rid of this one, that should help make things a little bit simpler around here. Well, he'll drown if I stop shooting him with pyro stuff now, or cryo stuff now. Oh, he didn't. Was really thinking he would drown, but he didn't. Oh no, these bubbles. Okay, it's up to you, child. You're level 50, you have terrible equipment, and an underleveled weapon, and you can't climb anything. Oh no, oh no. This is not good. Oh, come on. Oh god, I'm frozen again. Oh, this is comically bad. Come on. Oh, come on, child, you can do it. World level 7, level 50 characters. Yes, I got through it. Oh god. Oh, nope, there's still one enemy left. And it's that Cryo Abyss Mage that I probably can't kill anyways, even if the characters were leveled up, because I don't have a Pyro character in this team. Or an Electro character, even. So I'm just going to get away from that and go over here. Yeah, let's teleport away from here and heal up. That was really bad. Do I know where Varka went? I remember you said he went to Dragonspine. Did I miss any update? So I want to say that there's some mention that he was on a crusade. I think he went through Dragonspine or something, but we don't know if like that was his final destination. Seeing as how they've, you know, we've already been to Dragonspine, and it seems like the majority of the questing in the Dragonspine region is over now. The fact that we didn't run into Varka there is pretty telling that, you know, I don't think we're going to be seeing him just yet. It's possible that we could be seeing him, you know, during the Inazuma quest line, but that's, you know, based on nothing. You cannot hide from those Abyss Mages. Yeah, you definitely cannot hide from Abyss Mages, that's for sure. They'll just teleport through a wall and, you know, come murder you. I'm just gonna continue to suffer with my Ganyu team for fun and just see how this goes for the rest of the evening. I'm hoping, like I said, by next week I should have a, you know, a more functional exploration Ganyu team that's pretty much well built out. But right now it's definitely underperforming because it's just not really fully established yet.
Yahoo!
But it will be, eventually, at some point in time, be more established and actually functional for proper damage production. Oh, this guy. I bet he thinks he's smart. Gonna have to lower his damage again.
Let's play.
That's one of the good things about Venti, is he can just, you know, float enemies for free shots from characters like Ganyu. Just go ahead and take the free frozen on him then. That definitely would have died a lot faster on my other team, but, you know, whatever. God,
Next on the
I
agenda.
really can't wait to have this, have Ganyu, like, actually built and leveled, though. It's gonna make such a world of difference, because right now she's, like, just so slow to kill things. The fact that she can kill stuff at level 70 with, like, very little gear already is, you know, telling of, like, how powerful the character is. But, I mean, a big portion of the power that this character kind of wields is the fact that she can produce decent damage numbers from a distance, which is something that other characters can't do. She's really the first effective sniper in the game. Most of the other archers are good at other things. You can use their sniper shots pretty much just for shooting weak points, but Ganyu's snipe shot is actually effective for, you know, damage production as opposed to just weak point shots. Oh, there's that cryo one again, or a cryo. I think it is the same one from earlier. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out this guy right here. Then I'm gonna swap my party temporarily just to take out that cryo guy, because I can't let this injustice stand.
We're way behind schedule.
Oh, he fell on the ground right as I was releasing the shot. Unfortunate. And I got that Electro Fatui guy over there to take out too. I'll go for him next, but I'm gonna kill that Cryo Abyss Mage first. Nope. There we go. Actually, let me swap Jean back into place for that team, because she's the one that belongs with this team anyway. Alright, Klee. Let's take out this ridiculous Cryo Abyss Mage.
Let me scrub.
Throw that down too. Okay. Well, that was no big deal with the right party. But this team is generally more balanced as far as, like, handling most situations that arise. This team really doesn't have a lot of those situations covered. It definitely has a lot of, like, weak points, so I'm gonna have to definitely change a character or two in this team. Venti's nice because of the damage increase that he gives for Venerer,
Healthy
but
body, healthy mind.
I feel like I might need to try to find a character that closes out some gaps and gives me some factor on damage production. Like maybe like Razor or somebody like that might be good, because then it will also give me superconduct opportunities so that characters like Ganyu could actually produce more consistent damage through normal attack as opposed to just charges. But charges are what she's meant to be good at, so I don't know if that's how I want to do it yet either. This is going to be a team where building a proper team around her so that even in exploration she continues to always be effective is going to be a little bit more of a tricky case, but definitely not impossible. Let me see if I can freeze this guy before he does something crazy.
Riptide.
No, no shields. I would. Oh, he's still got his shield. That's annoying.
For
He was frozen twice, I think. I can't believe he still got that shield back so easily. Great. Okay. Fine. Well, let me just charge Venti's Elemental Burst,
takeoff.
and then I'll just. I was hoping that was going to be triggered by Ganyu, but it wasn't somehow. Well, now that I have a shield, Ganyu might survive a hit or two. Oh, nope, shield's already gone then. Never mind. So much for that.
Ice and frost.
Please don't put up your shield again. This team is so underleveled. All these fights that should, in theory, be easy are just completely not. Look at this hilly troll shooting at me from behind too. I should probably kill him so that he doesn't kill me easily. Where'd he go? I've lost that hilly troll somehow. But yeah, I think an Electro character might be promising on a team with Ganyu, but I'm just not sure. Okay, this is also going quite poorly. I shouldn't have even used that. That's... Oh boy. Okay. I'm gonna have to come back at these guys with a team that's a little bit more focused on countering them. Or I can just bring my Zhongli team down here and just make a mess of things. Sup Ganyu mains, how is she so far? She's really good if you have equipment for her, but I don't yet. Or rather, I can say I have equipment for her, but it's not all leveled up yet, so in World Level 7 it's just not very effective at this time. It will be, but it's just gonna be a little bit longer yet. Let me put Fischl back in this team. I'm also still working on leveling up Kuching as well. She's getting there as well, but little by little. I was thinking originally I was going to put Ganyu and Kuching on a team together, but I'm not planning on building a physical build Kuching. I think that that's not really a great use for that character. She's one of the, she's one of the few melee characters who's capable of a 100% elemental uptime. So building her as a physical character is kind of wasting a portion of her kit, and that's something that I actively try to avoid when I'm building a character and a team. Am I trying to pull for Zhao Hutao? So we don't know when Hutao is coming, and we still kind of only figure that Zhao is coming out with the festival in February. But we don't even have a confirmation of that yet. But my intent will be to pull for every character in the game when they come out anyways. Because if I don't get them, I can't make lore content for them. And I know I haven't made any lore content for the channel in, about a month now, but as soon as my mechanics videos that I'm working on right now are completely done, which the last one should be done being created this week, my intent is to go straight back to lore videos for a good little while. I don't really have any other non-lore projects planned to be released soon. I do intend to get the scale back up and running, but that's gonna take a while. I'm just gonna be working on that while I work on lore projects, so it'll be kind of like a simultaneous project type situation. So I hate when I reposition and drop that directly on top of the things. It's the worst. Oh, this guy's just going to make me push him off a cliff. Okay, well that still kind of worked, except for I gotta go down in the water to pick up his loot now. Kind of annoying. Whatever. I got him. What about my Beidou? Tidecaller works well with ranged attackers. So, I mean, yeah, it definitely does. But the thing that makes me not really want to use an Electro character with Ganyu is that Superconduct only reduces the physical resistance of a character. It doesn't have any impact on the elemental resistance. And with that in mind, Ganyu's main purpose is to produce cryo damage through her charged attacks, not necessarily normal damage production. This is not to say that she can't do it, and if you build her right, she definitely can. My current build focus is going to be, increasing her cryo damage, not her physical damage, though. So it's not like it's not to say that like within a team comp that produces Superconduct that she would be bad. And it's also not to say that I couldn't still get good cryo damage out of her, because you most definitely could. But my concern right now is to make a rounded team. And kind of one of my leading considerations for that would be, what kind of pyro characters could I put on a team with Ganyu? Because I'd like to have at least one, because Melt is another 2x damage reaction, and 2x damage reactions are, about as punchy as reaction as you're gonna see. And so that's kind of what I would like to do. But I don't have a whole lot of pyro characters that are available for use right now. Because my main built pyro characters are already in use in my two teams. I've got Xinyan on this team, and I've got Diluc and Klee in my other team, and I'm not intending to take them from those teams at this time. Where did he just go? Oh, he went up here. Well, that was kind of annoying. This guy and his
Burst forth.
pyro shield. But yeah, so I definitely, I think that a pyro secondary is definitely what I would like to have behind Ganyu. But we'll see. I mean, pyro is definitely universally one of the most useful elements in this game. I don't think there's really a whole lot of argument to be made there. Like, their resonance increases attack by 25%. Two of the most damaging possible reactions are, you know, impacted from the pyro element. And most of the pyro characters on the roster are really, really good. So there's a lot of options there, but we'll see. You made Diona, your support, do more damage than Diluc. Well, I feel like if you properly built a Diluc, that there's no way Diona's damage would ever compare to a properly built Diluc. Like, her scaling just isn't there mathematically for that. If you really like my lore videos, it's great to hear like a podcast while playing on Overworld. Oh, nice. I'm glad you enjoy it. My lore videos are definitely, like, those are the thing that I have, you know, the most passion for with regard to this game. Really, the story of Genshin Impact is what enticed me into it in the first place. Like, I really do enjoy the gameplay, and I'm definitely a numbers guy. I like to, you know, kind of min-max and share those results with everybody. And, you know, I'm glad that there are people here who enjoy that aspect of it too. But really, I think, you know, with the long-term goal of the channel is to, you know, kind of explore the lore of the game as well. And really, if anything, kind of my plan is to have probably like 3/4 of the content on this channel be focused on lore and theory, whereas the, you know, the remaining 25% would be, you know, mechanics videos and stuff like that. The scale after I finish this mechanic video that I'm working on now, or the next two, which are really all part of one large video. The scale will really be my only other entry into mechanics within the game. At least unless there's like significant meta shifts and stuff like that. But I don't really necessarily feel like this game has like a set meta where only this character or only that character will ever be good at things anyways. There's definitely a lot of ways to achieve the same result in this game right now. You think Amber Charge Shot and then Ganyu Charge Shot can trigger a double melt? I don't know if that's... See, that shouldn't be possible because there's a 2-second cooldown between each melt application. So that shouldn't actually be possible. Even if you see the word melt on the screen twice, I don't think you'll get damage from the second application because of the 2-second cooldown. What do I think Dainsleif means when he says that the strings of fate would be yours to command after we defeat him? So the way I kind of see that is that, again, you know, and I've mentioned this in the past, that Dainsleif is the bow keeper. He is the keeper of the leyline network, and that makes him supposedly privy to, like, I think he can kind of oversee a lot of things going on in the world as a result of that. And so, you know, when you watch these collected miscellany videos, he definitely explores that knowledge of each of the characters and then shares it with the viewer. But he also says in some instances, you know, like for Albedo, if he were to make one wrong move, he'd have to do something about it, or he couldn't ignore it, or however it is that he words that. So it definitely makes it seem like, you know, certain individuals' fates he may view as in his hands. So, like, if we were to defeat him, you know, the fates that he is weaving, you know, or the people that he's ensuring stay on a path that, you know, is what he thinks is best for the, you know, is best for Teyvat, would then, you know, it would be up to you to do it if he's no longer there. That's kind of the way I interpreted that line. Because he kind of, I think, sees himself as a you know, the protector of Teyvat, I think, because he is the, you know, the bowkeeper, and he sees the fates of everybody in Teyvat. You need Mona and Zhongli build. Well, they scroll past the screen, so those are right there available for you. Bottom left corner of the overlay. Ganyu has weak elemental application. She can sometimes melt twice. See, this is one of the things, like, I don't know that, like, that should not work. If you're getting a double melt, that goes against the way the mechanics of the game work, because you're supposed to see a 2-second cooldown in between those applications. So if you're getting a second one, then that should actually not be working. Then that might be something that they'll be taking out if they figure out that that is a bug. Unless there's something written in the character that expressly makes her able to do that, whereas other characters cannot. I'm just gonna go ahead and hit these guys with the Stellaris, because I don't feel like fighting them the normal way. Huh. I didn't even realize that one was there. I want to say the reason why I came over here was to get the, I think, isn't there like a Fatui or an agent or something? No, it's these guys. Okay. These are what I usually come over here for. The Abyss Mage.
Time for retribution.
Hopefully I can get rid of his shield without getting frozen. Oh my god, come on. Need to get out of this pool of water before I get frozen or something.
Shadows of
Oh, come on. Now there's another one? Alright, let me just go ahead and take care of that guy then. Stop it. This guy over here with his garbage. Huh, this probably could have gone a little better, but that'll probably about handle it right there, though. There should be a lot less enemies on the screen after that. Yeah, that definitely made a big difference. Oh my god, what is hitting me right now? You know what? This guy. That guy is driving me crazy. Okay. Now for the Hydro Abyss Mage, that's gonna now put my Klee in a bubble because I'm not gonna be able to get away from it. Oh, nope, I did. Oh, come on. That's not okay. Reposition away from that. So I will be closing up the stream in about 30 minutes. I'm gonna probably, after finishing off this, kind of go a little bit more responsive to the chat than I have been for most of the evening. So if you got questions, now would be the time to get them in for sure. So I'm going to pretty much focus on the chat for the rest of the evening here. Might help to replace Child with Beidou. She would give you Shield Break and Electro. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely thinking Child's going to have to go on that party. Like, originally I was thinking it would be nice to have him there so that the Cryo set has that additional bonus. But at this point, I just don't know if that's going to be a good fit. I definitely want to keep Venti because the debuff option just makes her hit that much harder. Makes Ganyu hit a lot harder for Venor's placement. And his Elemental Burst, if I get him built up properly, will also be a really, really nice, sharp increase in damage. So I think that I really just don't need Child in the party. And I think that... I don't think that Superconduct will be bad. It will definitely, like I said, it'll help to stabilize her normal damage production as well. But I just haven't decided whether or not that's something I actually really truly need or not yet. Like I said, I'm kind of thinking more along the lines of putting a Pyro character in that slot. But it's going to take me a little while to get that party built out because of how much of my resources are already tied up into, you know, fully utilizing the two teams that I have. I still need to refine Jean, Diluc, and Klee's builds more. My team 2, my Zhongli team, is more developed than my team 1 is, really. Mona, the fact that Mona is now properly built for the first time is a huge triumph for me because she's not been built properly since the game release. She's been built effectively, but not really the way I wanted her to be until, you know, today finally. There has to be darkness and light element. Every game with elements has those. I don't think that that's necessarily, like, just because something has been done for a long time doesn't necessarily mean it's a good idea to do it in every game. So I don't know that I would expect to see dark and light elements within Genshin Impact. I think that we may see other magical types, but I think that we'll see representations of those kind of elements possibly through delusions, if anything. But I don't think that we'll actually see them be direct elements. Like, we're not going to see like an Archon of Light and an Archon of Dark or something like that. I don't know that we'll see that. The one that I wouldn't be surprised, and I've made a video on it, if we actually did see another element show up, though, would be time. Because there's a lot of, clues in the Mondstadt area that would kind of suggest that there may have been a Archon of time at some point. But we don't exactly know, if that was, how am I trying to word this? Whether or not that was actually an element that, people could have. It would depend on, if everybody were able to get visions for time. If they could, if everybody, say Kenria or the Ancients or, these sorts of people were able to get visions for time, that would be something really, really interesting if that ended up being a revelation that's had within the game at some point. I would definitely... Ow, that hurt. It wouldn't let me glide for some reason. But yeah, if they went along that line, I'd actually think that would be pretty cool. Somebody shows up and they've got a time vision or something like that, where their whole ability to control the elements is just time manipulation. That would be really cool. I'd be good with that. Light and Dark, though, while I don't think that wouldn't be cool or anything, but I just kind of think that just because they've had a tendency to exist within other games doesn't necessarily mean that they will exist in this game is all. Oh, I'm going to get him before his shield went up. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I was a little worried that I wouldn't, but I did. This team, if you get the jump on them right, you definitely explode them. Okay, I got those guys over there. I need to charge up Jean's Elemental Burst the rest of the way so I can actually get Mona healed up again. What? What? Oh, it's that over there. Let's go ahead and just knock that guy out then. I totally airballed him. Well, he came out on his own. Fine. Well, that was a 30k without using E first. And Dendro Slimes. Alright, well, I might as well just use this now. Take no risks on getting Mona accidentally killed for no reason. Mona also gained a little bit of HP, I think, with these changes. I think I picked up a tiny bit of HP compared to what she had in her previous build, so that's not necessarily a bad thing either. That didn't really go the way I wanted it to. I'm going to wait for that to recharge unless they... Yep, they're aware of me, so I'm just going to attack now. Nope. Oh, come on, he still got me. This is not going the way I wanted it to. Why am I... Ugh, I didn't want to jump on that. I wanted to jump on this. Ugh. Why can't I climb this? It's not letting... Okay. Oh, I still can't get up from that anyways. I'm gonna have to go back around this side. So this interaction has gone poorly. I don't think I've really gotten any damage on them. Diluc's almost dead. Here, let me just throw some bombs at them instead. Here. Now we've got bombs everywhere. This might work a lot better. Yeah, fine. Just go ahead and use a Stellaris bubble for that then. Yeah, that was much better. Just preset a few bombs and then surprise them with them. Works for me. There should be a Ruined Guardian on the opposite side. Would Aether be potentially be someone who can replace Dainsleif? Well, we don't really know. I really do think that is possible, actually, for a lot of reasons. I think there's a number of different things within the game that suggest that Aether may be capable of doing that. And part of the theory that I am working on right now that will be coming out after I finish my build videos that I'm working on right now, which is to say that like this, I will be kind of rolling hard into production on this next theory video. Hopefully next week. Like, that's my plan. Hopefully by the end of next week, like, say by Saturday, like by the time we have our next Saturday night stream next week, like I should be well into the production of the next theory video. And I may be exploring this idea of Aether being able to fit the role that Dainsleif has now, and why I think that actually may be a connection. Because I think that there's some strong evidence between these two characters to have a little bit more in common than it would seem at first glance. I'm not saying that I think they are the same person. In fact, very much the opposite of that. I don't think that they are. I don't think this is one of those, like, I think Aether is the, like, or that I think Dainsleif is, like, the, like, you know, future version of Aether or something like that. I definitely don't think that's the case. But I do think that they have a little bit more in common than it seems. And, yeah, I've found a number of bits of evidence that kind of have been leaning me heavily towards one way of thinking with that character, and I'm really, really excited to share that with you guys. And it's something I've been doing a bunch of research on, even lately. But I've actually been doing it for a while, but I actually kind of jumped back into it the other day. I think it was Thursday night. No, it was Wednesday night. After I released the last video, instead of just jumping straight into the production of the next mechanics video, I kind of took a break for it to get back into some of the research that needed to be done for this theory, and kind of, you know, cracked open my notes on that again to kind of make sure that I have all of these thoughts in my head organized in a way that will make sense for a storytelling portion, or for the storytelling bits that will need to come for that. So I have to kind of, like, shift my mind from numbers into theory crafting. It's definitely a different state of mind, and it's not like a state of mind that I can just sit down on any given day and be like, okay, let me write this up real quick. Like, it doesn't work like that. I have to be immersed in several days of research to make sure that all these moving pieces are working together in my mind, because if they're not, then I sit down and I start writing the theory, all of a sudden, like, I can see that there were holes that are very obvious that are poked in it immediately, which completely eliminates any purpose for continuing to write it at that point. So I have to make sure all those pieces actually flow and can't be easily, you know, detonated immediately. Apparently, delusions are stronger than visions. There is a commission where you talk to a Fatui member and he tells you about stuff. The delusions are handed to them personally by the Tsaritsa. Yeah, so I know exactly. You're talking about the one that's in the Mondstadt church. He's the one who says that. And yeah, so I do think that there might be some truth to the idea of the delusions may be slightly more powerful than the visions, but at the same time, we're being told this by a Fatui, and we know exactly how, we'll say, how much they like themselves. Like, the Fatui definitely like to look upon themselves as, like, you know, the best people in Teyvat, like they're the most powerful anything, and Nesnaya is known to have, like, the most powerful military in all of Teyvat. But as far as the delusions being more powerful than the visions themselves, we haven't really seen whether or not that's actually true, just because we've only seen we've seen La Senora snap her fingers and generate cryo. We've seen Child use his delusion, but, you know, Aether was able to put him away. I don't want to say easily, but he was able to put him away nonetheless. So, you know, we don't really have a means for comparison. We haven't seen a character like Jean or Diluc or Ningguang or somebody like that fight a delusion wielder. I think that will definitely be a better indicator as to whether or not the delusions are actually more powerful than the visions. And I think that this is something that we probably are destined to see at some point in time within the story of the game. It just hasn't happened yet. It is something that I'm definitely excited to see, though, and I do think that we're destined to see a vision wielder eventually fight a delusion wielder. Like, canonically, like, in the story, it will happen. That's a moment I'm definitely excited for. The sooner the better, too, as far as I'm concerned. I'm trying to remember where a few more agents are. I think there's one in this area, too. I need to go over there. Agents are one of the things I need the most of. You're calling it one of the twins is going to die? Why would you even float that out there? Why? How dare you even put that in the world? How dare you? You take that back immediately. Take it back. Considering we're barely into the game, we really have no idea what will happen with the twins. Yeah, definitely. You know, like, if I were going to call my shot on characters that might die in the story, I would definitely be more, I would say we've met two characters in this game who I think are likely to, you know, die at some point in this game's story. And if I had to put money on it being anybody, it would be one of those two. And those two characters, and I've said it in other streams, it's Diluc or Venti. I think those are the two characters who are most likely to die at some point in this game. They have the kind of history that suggests that these are the kind of characters who would lay down on the wire, so to speak, in, you know, if the moment called for it. Like if everybody else was going to die if they don't take action, they're the two who I think would be most primed to sacrifice themselves, to make the big play, to save everybody else, even if it means, you know, the end of the journey for them. You know, and like I definitely get the sense, at least from like really from Zhongli as well, but I don't necessarily think that he would sacrifice himself. But it's hard to say. But I definitely think that Venti has some form of like fatigue in life. Like he's definitely, you know, he drinks a lot, and that to me suggests that like he's kind of coping with pain. Like this is a character who's, you know, bore a heavy burden for a long period of time. So this is a character who's had kind of a tragic life, and he's been around a long time, and he's seen a lot of stuff, and he's probably had a lot of friends, you know, come around and die. And yeah, I think that Venti's he would be my first like expectation of a character to get the axe at some point in this game's story. The mystery behind visions themselves, and Lisa knows something about them. Yeah, so Lisa definitely knows something about what's going on there. And this is, to me, I think the portion of this game's main story that I am most looking forward to is Sumeru. I think that that's going to be, in addition to the fact that I strongly think that that section of the story is going to unveil a lot about visions, I also think that we're going to finally see like proper reworked 5-star versions of characters like Amber and Lisa, because they are both tied to Sumeru through specific things. Lisa is tied to Sumeru because she spent a lot of time there training, and she left after witnessing something that changed her in a fundamental way. And Amber has a strong tie connection to a character named Kolai from the manga, who is living in Sumeru. And so I don't think that there's any way that we won't see both of those characters having a large role in the story at that point in time. So yeah, I expect that we will probably see, you know, some of these characters getting better versions whenever Sumeru rolls around, and then, you know, those characters won't be regarded heavily as a meme anymore. At least, you know, that version of the character might actually be able to display some real power for the character. And I mean, really, if you look at it, lore-wise, Lisa should be very powerful. And even Albedo, like if you read some of his story stuff, he definitely seems to suggest that she's a really powerful character. Like she's a really like smart person who's wasting her potential sitting around in the library. So this is one of the things that to me really suggests that Lisa as a character will be having a rise in power at some point in time. And I suspect that Amber will as well, in conjunction with that. And you know, if you've read the manga, you see that like Amber does some things in that also suggest that she has more power than what we see her have in the game. Now, I don't necessarily think that like the characters like skills and play as you use them, or as we use them in the game, are necessarily a proper representation of these characters' full ability sets. They're obviously going to have capabilities other than what you just see on the surface. Like, for instance, the Traveler, when fighting Child, was able to use both Geo and Animo at the same time, and he is fully not able to do that when we are in control of him. At least at this time he is not. So this is one of those things that also kind of leans me to think that in time we'll definitely see a shift in how all of that works. And some of these characters are definitely going to end up more powerful later. And that'll be really nice. It'll be nice to see some interesting character growth from characters like Lisa and Amber, who have always been here. They, you know, from like day one playing the game, these are characters that we've seen, and for most of us, they're characters that we push out of our parties pretty early on. So it will be nice to see a triumphant return from those characters at some point. Imagine if we get alts that are stronger than current characters. So yeah, the delusions are a high risk, Ren, and that's another one of the things we do see in the manga. Diluc's father uses one, and then it backfires and mortally wounds him. It doesn't actually even do him the justice of killing him, though. It left him in a really painful, agonizing state of slow death, and Diluc actually had to deal the killing blow himself, which changed him in a fundamental way. He says he's getting stronger, but he feels like he might be killing himself. Yeah. And I think that was pretty clear during Child's questline, that he will put his, his body under stress, to do whatever it is that he thinks that he needs to do. So if he needs to use the foul legacy to make sure that his goals are are accomplished, then he'll just do that. I think he'll definitely, body comes last kind of situation where he'll just sacrifice himself for that, or sacrifice his health, rather, I should say. Okay, well, that did stick him. He's probably still floating right there. So 3, 2, 1, let's hope. Nice, he is still there. Wasn't sure if he was there. I just saw the vaporized tag, and I knew he should have been stuck in a Stellaris bubble, so I figured he had to still be there. Frickin' these guys in their invis work so weird sometimes. Hey, fish. You know what? I'm gonna try something with Ganyu really quick. I want to see how effective Ganyu may or may not be at fish shooting. I also want to... Does that do anything? No, it doesn't. Okay, so let's see. Hey, okay, that's not bad. I'll take that. I was hoping that would stay frozen a little bit longer, though. I do wish water stayed frozen just a little bit longer. Like, I feel like it lasts, like, maybe a third as long as it probably should. Although you can definitely use Ganyu to cross large bodies of water with just a little bit of effort. Ganyu's really great at fishing and birding. That's a terrible word choice. Like, killing Timmy's birds and other birds and stuff is really, really, really... really easy from Ganyu. I'm sorry, I can't get past this birding word. It's a concept, I guess. But yeah, she's definitely the best at it. You can do it with other characters. You can definitely use other characters to do this effectively as well. Oh, come on. They saw me coming and left. I wasn't even close to the bridge and they flew away that time. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, I still got some birds. I think it's because I've been daily killing these birds since I got Ganyu, and they saw me coming that time. Sorry guys, my voice is starting to get really, really rough here from talking all evening. We got a few more minutes left though. I'm gonna actually do what I was talking about though, because I was messing around with it earlier today. And Ganyu can actually go like across water really, really easily. Like, for instance, like out to that island where the little heart thing is. You can actually really easily, you just have to make sure that your pacing is right, so that you don't end up in the water. Like, I'm messing it up right now, but I had it earlier where I was able to get out to that island just by doing this repeatedly. I'm sure if you had 2 Ganyus, it would be even easier. You could probably just walk straight over without ever stopping. But yeah, you could definitely just charge shot and cross all the way over if you do it right. I could probably also interspace it with her E and make it even smoother, but I ended up in the water on that one. And Timmy see it coming and warn his birds. He definitely did. He just shoot him away as soon as he saw Ganyu coming. It's like, no, go away. You got to get out of here. Go. Let's try again. Oh, I keep messing it up.
Born of ice and frost.
Yeah, I do. I keep messing it up. Like, if you end up off of it, you're definitely not going to make it at all. It just doesn't last quite long enough to where if you make one mistake, you don't make it. And I've made it across once. But yeah. You swear one day the birds are going to reap retribution upon us. BFU, it's going to end up like something out of The Legend of Zelda, like where you keep messing with the Cocos and they all just attack you. Timmy's birds are going to be like that. One day you're going to show up, you're going to turn them all into a bunch of drumsticks, and then it's just going to start raining birds. They're just going to like descend upon us and just... It's just going to be completely like something out of Legend of Zelda. They're just going to be everywhere. We're going to be running. For some reason, you're going to still hear Link scream, just that wow sound that he makes whenever he like falls and dies, or not dies, but like in like old school like Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask, like the old school Link scream. As we're just running from Timmy's birds, which are all over us. Alright, this guy's got to lose his dumb shield. It's fun, like, juggling stuff with Kuching. Oh my god, I keep talking to the... keep interacting with the cooking station instead of the loot I'm trying to pick up. I'm gonna see if I can... I should definitely easily be able to kill that with this team comp, but I'm gonna go back to my other team comp, which is far less ideal for it. Future event of Genshin, Revenge of Timmy's Birds. I could definitely see that happening. I love that meme that's like the little like GPS request. Timmy wants to know your location. That's one of my favorite Genshin memes that's come out since the game released. Alright, well, I might as well just go ahead and stick him with that so that since I can't weak point strike him anymore, at least then I can get a little bit more cryo damage out of it. Go ahead and take a shield too while I'm at it.
Here we go.
Oh, he's out of the water, so I'm not freezing him anymore. Oh, nope, he's still in there. Never mind. Even a very underleveled Ganyu could still take that out. Let's see if I can water walk over to that really quick. Would you think the Traveler can use a delusion, or maybe in the future Traveler able to use different weapons? So I'm not thinking that the Traveler will ever have a delusion, but I would be surprised if the Traveler doesn't end up with some different weapon options. I think that that's probable at some point. At least I really hope so. Because they have such a wonderful opportunity to make the Traveler a more compelling character for everybody if they were to do something like that. So I, for one, really hope that that's something that they have planned. Only time will tell, I suppose. Jeez. Venti and Ganyu's ult together is ridiculous. Yeah, these are two characters I'm definitely going to keep together. Like, I even kind of like having Diona in the party for cryo resonance. However, I suspect that whenever Kamisato Ayaka shows up, like, I could be pushing that character out. And kind of what I'm thinking may be the way I'm gonna go with this party. And if Neri, if you're still here, I think you can see what I'm thinking now. I'm thinking that in place of Child, maybe Bennett, and then Kamisato Ayaka in Diona's spot. Then I have buffs, I have heals, I have melt application if I need it, and I'll still have cryo resonance, which will be a really, really nice thing to make sure that Ganyu's damage production stays on the top. Giraffe's birds wouldn't hurt a fly. They're too lazy. Yeah, well, Giraffe's birds are, you know, they're kind of their own thing, aren't they? And then, of course, he gets really mad if you kill his birds, too. Use the aim mode so you can constantly shoot arrows. Yeah, that's actually a good point. I never use the frickin' aim mode. I always forget it's even there. Let me try that again, because I did this the hard way when I did it earlier today, because I always forget about aim mode. So I'm going to see if I can get over there using aim mode. That's a really good idea. I always forget about that. It just doesn't usually make sense to use it. But I guess with Ganyu's whole purpose being kind of built around that, I still am messing it up. Oh, I pushed R that time. Ruined it myself. I'm getting stuck on it. Hang on. This is changing the timing of it because now the camera's not bouncing in and out. Oh, I keep, like... I have to pretty much do it right after the second charge goes up. Otherwise, you're definitely not going to make it. Oh, I guess I touched the water for a second and it canceled it. I don't know. I think I got further last time, but it might work, but I'm still messing it up. I'm the only one who make good convincing lore videos. You have a lot of lore questions. Hey man, like I really appreciate the lore questions. Honestly, like the lore portion of this game is really the part I'm the most passionate about. I spend a lot of these streams talking about mechanics and party building and team compositions and stuff because I have access to a lot of the character roster, and that's information people want to know about. But on a personal level, the lore stuff is the stuff that I really enjoy talking about. We've had some streams in the past where, like, almost the entire 3-hour run, I got to talk about lore stuff, and like when I step back and I think about the streams that I enjoyed the most, it was definitely the ones where I got to explore the lore more. Like even like the Albedo story lore videos and stuff, or streams rather, where I got to really stay focused on that particular aspect. I really enjoyed those. Those were a lot of fun for me as well. And in fact, whenever new story content, like that was the stream. The first Albedo story stream was the one that made me realize, like, yeah, I'm gonna keep doing streams whenever new story content comes out because I had a lot of fun with that. It generated a lot of interesting questions, and it was just like in general like a really good time for me. Okay, let's finish off this thing. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna answer one more question. Sorry, one more question on the stream before I get out of here, and then we'll see which one it is. Am I going to collect my rewards? I don't know if I know what you're talking about. Did I miss looting something? I don't know if I walked away from some loot or something accidentally. How do I deal with Skyward Atlas sometimes popping Mona's ult unintentionally? Unfortunately, that is just kind of one of the side effects of having Skyward Atlas. There's not really much you can do about it. Really, the only mitigating factor that you can try to use to stop that from happening is to just make sure that you don't use Stellaris until right after Skyward Atlas has made one of those triggers. That's pretty much the only way around it, and I've tried doing that, but sometimes in the heat of the moment you forget about it and then it pops it on you anyways. So it's one of those things where you know, you really sometimes there's just nothing you can do about it. Anyways, so that is going to be it for me tonight. My voice is about spent for the evening anyways, if that wasn't obvious over the last few minutes. I've actually been kind of like feeling funky today anyways, which probably isn't helping any you know, on top of it. So I'm gonna take off for the evening because I'm hoping to mostly finish production of the next mechanics video tomorrow, and that video will be released on Thursday this week, or not Thursday, Wednesday of this week, and then the last of the mechanics videos will release the Wednesday following that. So about 10 days for the next 2 parts of those videos. And then, yeah, you guys can expect a theory coming shortly after that. Because I'm hoping to be, like I said, by next Saturday, I'm hoping to be really far along with the production of that video. I'm really excited to get that one out to you guys, because I think that I've kind of dug up a lot of interesting stuff throughout Dragonspine. And one of the things that I, you know, with regard to theory crafting, is I definitely try to make sure with regards to new information that we learn during new quest events and stuff, like everything that we went through in Dragonspine, for instance. Like I didn't want to make a theory video during the events of Dragonspine, because what if, you know, as soon as we finish one quest, the next quest spoils the whole theory? Well, I wasted a whole lot of time making it for no reason, right? So I wanted to make sure that the Albedo and Ganyu story quests and everything in 1.2 did not detract from whatever I may make during this one immediately. Like, I don't want to make a theory that just immediately gets popped. Like, it's not super useful. But if I'm going to make them, I want to make sure that they're based on, you know, actual founded research, actual facts that are compelling, and may, you know, continue to hold that compelling nature for a good duration of time. So that was one of the reasons why I haven't, you know, I didn't prioritize doing it sooner, and I ended up doing streams where I explored kind of the lore of Dragonspine early on instead, because this still allowed me to create some, you know, passive lore content to explore with all of you live, while I'm working on all of these mechanics videos over the past month or so. Anyways, so I'm definitely going to get out of here for the evening. Thanks, everyone, for stopping in tonight. I really do appreciate it. I really do. Coming in, if you haven't subscribed and you were watching, please do. If you haven't hit the like button, please do. That really does help out the channel a lot, because interaction is one of the biggest things as far as helping to make sure that the channel maintains its like market share, as it were, in regards to other YouTube videos recommending mine and stuff like that. So if you haven't, please do. It really does help me out. And thanks again for dropping into the stream tonight, guys. Have a good one.